Men are their strongest
score
at age 26.
I believe it.
Damn it.
So he's not even in his physical
Is this
peak
table
yet.
on a level or something? Oh, it's not.
You're on the crack.
Yeah, you're on a crack. You gotta go down a little lower.
You didn't even bump it, though. Damn, hover helmets.
When it's...
Put your fingers in there.
Make sure you put this in there.
Oh, I'm already recording. We're good. Put your fingers up top. It's like,
No, he's going to do it.
now your hand's too fat. Damn.
I gave up.
Spinny, spin, spin.
Can you do that again? I wasn't watching.
Oh, damn. How do you know which way you want to spin it?
You always spin it the same way for the video, so it's consistent.
Yeah, but how did you first choose that way?
Watch this.
I didn't choose, and I was just,
Carson's not going to like that.
No, I was power washing Isaac's house today.
And you were thinking of them?
No, there were bees everywhere. And
He sprayed them. You have a power washer in your hand.
that's the thing. I was like, God made bees, man made power washers. So there wasn't any. Well, there was bee spray later, but I couldn't find any. So it was crazy. Those things are so resilient. They just kept coming. I mean, not as resilient as the power washer is, but they just kept coming back.
Could you
You should have
imagine?
sprayed them with bleach.
Yeah.
Oh, but it doesn't come through when it's pressurized. You gotta put the soft one on there.
Wait, what?
Don't turn 50.
What? You should have put Raid in the power washer.
It's already in a pressurized can.
What do you need?
Yeah, but it's not
What do you need rain for?
Raid. It's a.
Oh, look at that thing! It's getting jiggy.
I think you said rain, as in like
Oh my gosh!
it's gonna lose it. It's gonna lose it.
Oh.
All right, let's get started.
That's what it's gonna have to be for this video.
Stuck.
Try it one more time right there. All right. Welcome back to the Last Stop Sports Talk podcast. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. And here in episode 25, I'm joined by Clea Smith, Kean Kropp, and Isaac Grinnell.
That's me.
On today's episode, we're going to start off with the latest around the league, followed by AFC North draft grades. Playing with Isaac, we're bringing back Ding Dong Debate. All the way back from the very first
I forget,
episode.
what is ding dong debate?
We're ding dongs and we debate.
Yeah.
Like ho ho ding dongs?
What's that, Hostess?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I like ding dongs.
Vanilla, I guess.
Oh, Twinkies.
Vanilla. Oh, that's more like it, yeah.
Did they actually discontinue Twinkies?
No.
Did they?
No, they got bought out. They went under a couple years ago and they got bought out by like a Canadian company or something, so they still make Twinkies.
Yeah,
Is
it
that
was
what
like
happened
all
to-
of Hostess got.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to Crocs, too? Because they said they were going to stop making Crocs.
Ain't no way Crocs is going.
That's what they said. Someone,
Dude, they're overpriced. You know the profit margins on Crocs?
Yeah,
These are
really.
just a piece of rubber. You can buy rubbers at the Walmart and use them like on your woman, and then go back and make shoes out of them. I mean, it's more hard rubber, so you get to like
have you ever
crusty.
put a rubber on your foot?
I've never put a rubber on anything, if you know what I'm saying. Besides wearing Crocs.
$50.
Anyways.
Those are $50 rubbers.
Dude, Crocs are expensive. The profit margins are way too much. It's bullshit.
Same with expensive sunglasses.
Well, I don't buy... Do you see the sunglasses I wear around every day?
That's true.
Pharma sunglasses that cost me my job.
Those free prom sunglasses.
Yeah.
I still have those, and I will wear those time to time.
Anyways, we're bringing back Ding Dong Debate from the very first episode, 24 episodes later, and it is social media off-season workouts. Then we'll wrap it up, as always, with Apparently. Heading straight into the latest around the league. Titans signed wide receiver Tyler Boyd, Cleese's guy, to a one-year deal worth up to $4.5 million.
I don't understand this at all.
Go on. There's nothing else.
Continue.
He's worth a lot more than $4.5 million a year.
He definitely is.
A.
We talked
He
about it last week.
reunites with his boy, the OC or the head coach or whatever the guy was in Cincinnati.
Callahan.
You
Callahan.
clowns didn't
Brian
know
Callahan.
that.
I thought you were
I'm
talking
waiting
about.
for you to fill in the gaps, and you're just not filling them in.
I thought you were talking about Will Levis. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Well,
Bill-
that's good for me because I have Will
Brian.
Levis. But now they have way too many receivers there. They got Ding-a-dong, Hoo-Hoo, JoJo, and Ding-a-ling.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I like dingling.
Tug. They got Boyd, Hopkins, Treylon Burks, and
Calvin Ridley.
They got the guy who literally is older than dirt. One has a gambling addiction. One's a great number 3 receiver. And then there's a bust. You guys can fill in the blanks there.
Hopkins
I
is the
followed
bust.
it perfectly.
I think Brian Callahan has a gambling addiction.
You're right. No, Taylor Lewan does.
No.
Carson and I actually talked about this. We talked about it the other day. It feels like a lot like the what we'll talk about here in a couple bullet points, but the Panthers' backfield is what it feels like. They're just bringing in Carson. Go ahead and word it the way you worded it whenever you said it to me.
Oh yeah. So I said that Titans wide receiver room is a lot like the Panthers running back room. They just have a whole bunch of trash, and they just keep piling it up so high that they think the trash is going to get heavy enough. It's going to pressurize the bottom and turn it into diamonds, but that's never going to happen because it's trash.
That's kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles had a bunch of running backs last year, and it kind of worked for them.
Yeah, they even had one at quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a very good running back one.
At quarterback.
DeAndre
Yeah.
Swift?
No.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he had like 15 rushing touchdowns or something. 14.
I'm
maybe.
just saying that the Patriots always had a bunch of running backs that they never paid, and they just threw in there as like trash.
Rex Burkhead.
Hey, give
I mean,
Ben Jarvis
James White.
Greenellis some his due.
I'm with Carson. I don't think any of these people are like Calvin Ridley's past his prime, Hopkins past his prime, Boyd's at low end 2, I'd say mid 2,
Burks never had his prime.
and Treylon Burks is about as good as Cletus out there.
My guy.
I should have a deal.
Speaking of loaded wide receiver rooms, the Dolphins just signed wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. to a 1-year deal worth up to $8.25 million.
And they drafted 2 wide receivers.
Yeah.
And he got paid more than Tyler Boyd.
Actually, I think OBJ only has like 1.3
Guaranteed.
guaranteed. Yeah.
It might be like $3 million guaranteed. I couldn't find the official number. So I
Yeah, the
put it
rest
on
are
there.
incentives. So
Yeah.
Panthers signed running back Rashad Penny, as we just talked about. They just keep piling up running backs in their room.
Yeah,
They
'cause
still have Sanders.
they have Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard. They just
Chuba.
drafted Chuba. They just drafted Jonathan Brooks. He was the first running back off the board, and now they signed this hooligan.
Honestly, if you throw enough darts at a wall, one's eventually bound to hit the bullseye.
I can't say that's ever happened for me.
Well, it's kind of like dating girls.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
As
the
long-
first one of the.
I mean,
pod.
if you date 50 girls in your life, one of them is bound to be a keeper.
You're right.
I don't know about bound to be.
if you're dating 50 girls, I don't think you're.
I mean,
There's something wrong
I
with
haven't
you.
dated 50 girls, but I know a lot of my friends, and I'm not gonna speak for myself, but they've like done things with girls, and eventually you're bound to find a good one.
Done things.
You know, went to Subway,
Had a foot long.
ate fresh.
Definitely not a foot long.
Had a 6-inch.
6. Oh,
Yeah.
Had a flatbread.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, they're just going for quantity and hoping the one's quality. So, Cletus, get back out in the game and go find yourself a girl.
Nope. I'll stick with men.
Bills signed wide receiver Chase Claypool to a 1-year deal. Is he finally going to do something?
No.
He could be the wide receiver 2 on this team.
Could be the wide receiver 1 on this team.
He could
Over
be the
Kellen.
demise of this team.
Yeah, that's probably more likely.
Remember when he came out with the comments he's a top 5 receiver in the NFL?
Yep.
Came out of the what?
5 years ago, he came out in like a podcast and said, I'm a top 5 receiver in the NFL.
You know, I don't even think he was top 5. Well, he might have been top 5 in his draft class. He was like a second-round pick or something.
His second year, he was like top 40 in the NFL.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah. Hey, for a wide receiver too, that's pretty good.
What was his draft class? 2021?
2020, I'm going to guess.
NFL.
Notre Dame, I do know that.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I know he went to Notre Dame.
Let's see what wide receivers were in this draft class, because I
What year
doubt
was
he
he,
was top
Keegan?
5. I'm hoping he was.
You should just typed in Chase Claypool draft class.
You're right, but I did.
I'm about to find it real quick.
I have very little faith in any of these guys, so I'll keep talking about nothing while you have 3 laptops out. So, on this episode of Last Off Sports Talk, we're sponsored by me, because we do this in my house. And they're looking for Chase Claypool's draft class. And they're really struggling.
2020. I was wrong.
Man, it's almost like I called it.
It was 2020?
I called.
I gotta be honest,
We're also
Isaac. I
sponsored by
wasn't-
Cletus and Roy.
Well,
who
that's the draft
live
class
here and
with
pay rent.
CD Lamb. Oh, wait. Why am I looking at mock drafts?
I got it here. Okay, so the wide receivers in this draft class were dumbasses. Jerry Jeudy was the top drafted. Then CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Reagor, Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman Jr.
No, he's not top 5 in this class. He might be top 10.
Denzel Mims, T. Higgins, you say that?
Darnell
Hold on.
Mooney.
Hold on.
Brandon
Stop.
Ayuk.
T. Higgins is better.
Yep.
Ayuk's better. CeeDee Lamb's better. Justin Jefferson's definitely better. Henry Ruggs is better. I mean, I bet he's dominating the schoolyard. I mean, the prison yard.
Henry Ruggs was easily better.
Michael Pittman's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 5. Good enough for me. You've been voted off the island.
Fun.
DPJ's better.
Yeah.
Van Jefferson might be better.
Darnell
Devin Duvernay might be better.
Darnell Mooney's better.
Tyler Johnson had a good year with Tom Brady.
Gabe Davis.
Gabe
Davis.
He might be compared to a Juwan Jennings.
Watkins.
Darnell Mooney.
All these guys.
Isaiah Hodgins has been better.
He might not be top 30 in his draft class.
All right. Basically, shout out to Chase Claypool. You're absolute dog shit at football.
Shout out.
And
We'll give you $5 to come on the pod.
no, you have to pay us to come on this podcast.
Okay, you give us $5 each.
You got high quality guests lined up, and you're way down at the bottom of the line.
We do not want you at all near the Steelers or the Bears or the Dolphins. But, the Bills did because they don't have only... I don't know who's in the receiving room. Dalton Kincaid.
Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir.
Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got dog shit.
A couple linemen.
Well, you know who the Steelers did want?
Oh, wide receiver Scotty Miller got signed to a 1-year deal by your Pittsburgh Steelers. Not your, but your.
I hate Scotty Miller.
I love him.
I actually do hate him.
He's
What
representing,
happened?
though.
He cooked Kevin King at the end of the
Oh,
first
yeah.
half of the NFC Championship game in 2021 or whatever.
I remember
Cost
that.
me my facial hair because the Packers lost.
We're
And
back, though.
no, what pissed me off was Kevin King's playing press coverage. There was like 4 seconds on the clock. I was like, what?
Oh, was that the cover 0 play?
Yeah! It was cover 0. There was like 5 seconds left. And old Joe Barry's like, oh, we're going to send the house after him. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And Kevin King's like, oh, don't worry, coach. I'm in press coverage with Scotty Miller. And Tom Brady's like, these guys are idiots. We're just going to throw it over the top and get a touchdown here.
Coach, they call me Darrell Revis.
And that's where Kevin King's at now.
Could
Kevin
that-
King, you also suck.
Could that have happened because the league is tampered with?
Probably. The league cost me my facial hair, Carson.
Who'd you make the bet with?
An ex-girlfriend.
Oh, she didn't like your facial hair?
She was a Buccaneers fan, and I was a Packers fan.
People are actually fans of the Bucks.
Oh, bandwagons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand
Brady
that.
fans.
Yeah. Chargers signed wide receiver DJ Chark to a 1-year deal worth up to $5 million. He was once relevant for 1 year.
He was relevant in Jacksonville one time.
With
Yeah.
Minshew.
Yeah.
Minshew
Yeah.
magic, baby.
And then that was the end of his career. Raiders signed offensive lineman Andrus Peat, and he is a 3-time Pro Bowler over 9 seasons with the Saints.
Yeah, it'd probably be a starter. That's really that's really why I put it on him.
All right. Some big names who are still available in free agency include Ryan Tannehill.
Hey,
who got-
he's go ahead,
he got traded for the 4th overall pick in a Dynasty Fantasy Football League. Superflex League, too, so. Wide receiver Michael Thomas is available. Inside, offensive lineman Connor Williams. Defensive end Calais Campbell. Corner Stephon Gilmore. And safeties Justin Simmons and Micah Hyde.
What about Jamal Adams?
Yeah, he's out there, but
Yeah, he's
is he
out
really
there.
relevant?
I just like his name.
But he's the best in the nation.
Is that what he
Best in
says?
the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that says that. Hey, wait. I tried to make it right with Scoots and try to give him a second rounder for Tannehill, and he told me no.
He said, no, you can only have my first.
He said no.
Yeah, I offered him a second rounder this year for him. I said, you know what, Scoots, I really hosed you in that deal. I'll try to make it somewhat right and give you a second rounder.
Oh, back.
Yeah, I'll give him a second rounder for Tannehill.
Why didn't you accept that? He must think that you know something he doesn't.
Yeah, no,
He thought Tannehill was going to Pittsburgh and was going to be the starter.
he's very
Stuck in his ways.
dumb isn't the right word. Just
Josh Allen
ignorant.
reliant.
ignorant. Yeah, ignorant.
Ignorant, yeah.
Calais Campbell hasn't retired yet. He's got to be like 31, 32.
No, I think he's
35.
like 35.
That old?
I think he's 35.
Man, we got a game with guessing ages on this show. He is 37.
7.
Oh, Clayus
That's what
thought he
I
was
mean.
31?
That's what I mean. Like, how is this guy not retired?
Dude was born in 1986.
Someone just retired the other day. Matty Ice.
Oh, Duke Johnson.
Who?
Yeah.
I know who Duke Johnson is. I didn't know he retired.
Yeah.
Cletus doesn't know who Duke Johnson is.
Could his name one team that he... you're reading the doc.
Tell me who Duke Johnson played for.
Who's he drafted by?
It's
doesn't even
on,
know who
it's
he
on the
is.
dock?
Yeah, so don't
It's
look.
an AFC North team.
Oh. Probably. Oh, you said Pittsburgh?
Not wrong. I got you.
Why'd you go Pitt? Oh, he played for Pitt. All right.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
He probably went like
I
Texas
don't know.
or something.
I would guess Bengals.
With a
No,
name like
okay.
Duke,
Nah, might be
you
wrong.
play for the Browns.
Yeah, that's true.
He was a pass catching back.
The Browns are Duke. So.
Then the Cardinals, I think.
I want
Right.
to say Bills.
I have
It might have been both. He got passed around for a little while.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what position he plays.
Kind of like his village.
Running back.
Oh, never heard of him.
Never heard of Duke Johnson?
Never heard of him.
He was a starter at one point.
He
whenever-
was a starter.
Him and Isaiah Crowell.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
that name?
He actually was
No.
a decent fantasy option as long as he got like 5 catches in a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd get like 5 catches for like 32 yards and have like 10 to 12 carries for like 40 yards. He gives you almost 10 points.
Brandon
Cleese-
Weed.
Cleese, do you know what team Kareem Hunt started on?
The Chiefs.
Oh, that's impressive.
Good job.
How about Isaac Redman?
Who?
You don't know who
Okay.
Isaac Redman is?
The Chiefs.
I was
No.
obsessed with that guy.
He was a third string at one point, Cletus.
He was.
Oh, Amir Abdullah.
That's why he wore. That's why he wore 2 3s on
Yeah.
his chest.
Yep.
Number 33.
I didn't know that.
Anyways, Chargers offensive tackle Rashawn Slater had his 5th-year option picked up, as we expect, along with Colts edge Kwity Paye. And 2021 first-round picks who had their 5th-year options declined include Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones. And those are quarterbacks. Edge Xavier Collins, linebacker Jamin Davis, wide receiver Kadarius Toney, corner Caleb Farley, Najee Harris, as I already mentioned, edge Peyton Turner, corner Eric Stokes, and edge Joe Tryon Shoyinka.
Cletus, I want to know how many names are here. 1, 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many of these guys do you know?
Well, I know the 4 quarterbacks, obviously.
Yeah, I figured. That's 4. That's already
Who's this
30.
Trey Lance guy?
That's already 33%.
Don't know Zaven Collins.
Okay.
Jamin Davis. Don't know him. Kadarius Toney, I know. Caleb Farley, I've heard of.
Okay.
Najee Harris, obviously.
Right.
Peyton.
Manning?
Sean Payton?
Eric Stokes, I've heard of.
That's good because he's a backer.
Yeah.
He actually
And
was
Joe,
really
I
good in
haven't
Georgia.
heard of. So
I
I've
think
heard
that's
of
about half.
all but like
Oh, that's
4.
7 out of 12.
Yeah.
That's passing almost, I think.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
So the biggest takeaway that I think we should have from this is, with this year's draft class, there were 6 quarterbacks taken in the first 12.
Easy.
We should just remember that first-round quarterbacks have a hit rate of like 30%, and that shows why 4 of these quarterbacks who were taken in the first round of this draft
Will be
are
bust.
no longer with their first team and got their 5th-year option declined because they suck.
So you're telling me that Rattler will be the best one?
No, 4 of these quarterbacks, 4 of the first 6 that were taken will be busts.
Yeah.
I can place my money on one of them.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah,
You can't really say Caleb Williams.
I definitely can.
You could, but most of those, like 33% or whatever it is, that hit are first-round picks or first overall picks.
Don't care.
Probably like 20% of that 33 is first overall.
Cletus, when you have talent around you, it makes it a lot easier.
Just like Patrick Mahomes, you're right.
Yeah, yeah, you have to think about that, please.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, he's gonna be good.
Okay, I'm glad we changed your mind like that. Caleb Williams, I'm not going to say he's going to hit, but he will get the most out of what he's going to be in Chicago because he has help around him.
Yeah.
A lot of help.
Yeah, granted, his coach is an idiot, I think.
Yeah, I was about
but-
to say the only thing holding him back is where he is.
Yeah, that's very true. Chicago's a very poorly run
They're
organization. But
cursed.
Ryan Poles has done a lot of good things since he got there besides the head coach.
Yeah. I mean, he does have probably a top 3 receiver. Yeah. I was going to say maybe top 2. Top 3 receiving room in the NFL right now, if you include
count
tight ends.
tight ends, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I
you
don't-
got Gerald Everett and Cole Kmet.
I think their offensive line is
They're
okay.
No, it's on top 10. It finished in the top 15 last year, top 12 last year. And they
I
added
don't know
to
if
it.
it was that good.
It was top 12 according to PFF.
They got better as the year went on.
Yeah, and they're going to be probably in the top 10 this upcoming year.
Yeah, he has every opportunity to succeed here. And he's first overall pick, so he's going to get at least 2 or 3 years of opportunities.
Yep.
I'd say 2 years.
Yeah. And lastly, former Browns running back Duke Johnson announced his retirement from the NFL after 8 seasons.
Thanks, Duke.
I see it now.
Get your Dukes up.
All right, heading on to AFC North draft grades. The Baltimore Ravens selected corner Nate Wiggins, offensive tackle Roger Rosengarten, edge out of Penn State Adisa Isaac, Wide receiver, Devontae Walker. Corner, TJ Tampa. Running back, Rasheen Ali. Quarterback, Devin Leary. Center, Nick Samick. And defensive back, Sanusi Kane.
I like Nate Wiggins a lot. He was my favorite corner in the draft.
Carson does too.
Me too. He was also my favorite corner.
He was?
That's a weird
I think-
helmet.
No, you put him at cornerback too.
He's
Who do I have-
biased.
Who do I have ahead of him?
Yeah, I was about to say that's a weird
Wait,
helmet
it's floating
you got
now.
in front of you.
It's not stuck.
It's
Yeah, 'cause I
levitating.
fixed it.
When they
that's
say
right.
it's levitating.
Who do I have ahead of him? Oh, yeah, I had Quinion
Quinion.
ahead of him.
Yeah.
But Nate Wiggins is my guy. So.
You want to talk about Nate Wiggins?
You know, Baltimore is all about
Clemson.
good tackling and hard-nosed defense. And
That
Nate
is
Wiggins,
not Nate Wiggins.
well, Nate Wiggins being undersized doesn't really fit that mold. But I think him going to Baltimore is going to be good for him because it's going to be he has to learn how to play like that and tackle hard. So
Or
if
he's going to be injured.
yeah, but if he's going to learn to tackle, this is the place for him to do it. So I actually kind of love this fit for him because he's already in a good defense overall too, so he's not going to have to cover for a long time like some corners get stuck out in the mud with.
What's his size?
6'1", 173.
Not very
Dude,
big.
he's skinny.
Yeah, he's getting injured.
Dude,
You
he's so
think
quick,
he's
though.
going to tackle a tight end?
He's a half-tail tight end. That's a safety or linebacker
He has a-
job.
Yeah, I mean,
He's,
You mean so
he
whenever
ain't gonna play in the slot.
So whenever a tight end rolls out, goes out to the hash marks, and the quarterback passes it, linebacker misses the tackle, and he's running at him, he's just going to keep running past
the
him.
linebacker will slow him down. And then he'll just do what all the other corners
There's
do
other,
in the
there's
NFL,
other,
go low.
Yeah, they go low. There's a lot of other corners
so-
that are like that, this size in the NFL. Jair Alexander's only this big.
The only corner that goes high, well, he's not even a corner. The only person in the secondary that hits him high like a linebacker is Jamal Adams.
I would say Dylan James.
Minka does.
Yeah, that's Minka.
Minka's big,
Yeah.
slow.
I mean,
So
he probably knows that he's small, so he'll know to avoid big hits.
Or just avoid tackling.
I mean, he's always been this size, so he's gonna be fine. He knows how to play
He
at
played.
this size.
He
yeah.
played at Clemson. I mean, they're a good school. He's ready to succeed in the NFL.
I mean, if he does his job right, like what he's known for doing, dude is super quick and speedy and just stays right in the wide receiver's hip pocket. He's on you like glue. So hopefully the wide receiver shouldn't catch the ball all too often, and if he does, he's right there close to him and can slow him down. But
Maybe they'll change up their defense a little bit to where he stays on his man, like always stays on the wide receiver one.
I mean,
No, like they're whatever.
I got Marlon
keep
Humphrey.
talking.
Just
Please.
laugh. No,
I see what
okay.
you're saying, like the
Shadow coverage.
Yeah, like the equivalent to a box and one in basketball.
Yes.
I mean, they got Marlon Humphrey there too.
Yeah, their corner room is really good now with Kyle Hamilton in the slot and Marlon Humphrey and Nate Wiggins outside.
TJ Tampa, baby.
Yeah, TJ Tampa too. The only other one that I want to comment on here is Devontae Walker because I do not like him at all. So that fits perfect for this receiver room because they just pile up trash.
Yeah, he's just a vertical threat that they don't have. So like, he's not gonna do a whole lot outside of just deep routes, but he'll give him that vertical threat that because right now all they have is Nelson Aguilar, Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers, and basically all those
Zay
guys.
Flowers started developing into a pretty good receiver last year.
Yeah, but I mean, he's probably not. They're probably gonna. They just want to get the ball in his hands and let him work after the catch.
They got Isaiah Likely
They do.
and Mark Andrews
They do.
And Rashad Bateman.
and Lamar Jackson.
And Derrick Henry.
Huh.
That's true.
Yeah.
Roger Rosengarten's probably gonna be a starter for them.
And Dalvin Cook.
And Dalvin Cook. Do they
Yeah.
still?
That's your boy, Cletus.
I thought so.
He isn't going to do anything. I just have him so that he can make my bench look pretty.
It's just the name.
He's a big name, so like, you're like, this is for beautification.
Yep.
I really like TJ Tampa. He fell to the fourth round. He was ranked number 50 overall on the consensus big board. This guy was my guy for me. I had him as my cornerback 4. This guy is built like an AFC North corner. He can tackle like no other. Adisa Isaac, I wasn't super impressed with. Penn State edge. He just kind of tries to play like a speed rusher. It's kind of like whenever I was watching him, it was like he wanted to be like Chop, but he's not as athletic.
And the defenses would focus on Chop, so he got
Yeah, a lot
more
of free-
opportunities. Yeah, like the equivalent of how Alex Highsmith gets more sacks because TJ Watt's opposite of him.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't have a whole lot of hope for Adisa Isaac. Ali, Leary, Samick probably won't do anything because they have good starters in front of them. Sanusi Kane actually does have a chance because right now they have Kyle Hamilton who plays in the slot, and then they have like one other safety, Marcus Williams, I think. But and then
Marcus Williams.
I think so.
Yeah, he's an old man.
Yeah, but Sanusi Kane's a smaller built safety with a hard-hitting mentality. He crashes down to the ball carrier head first with some speed and recklessness. Probably not going to be a cover guy. But as far as I just put some other notable undrafted free agents on here. Ole Miss wide receiver Dayton Wade, Kentucky wide receiver Tavian Robinson. They could get play time because this wide receiver room is kind of wide open outside of Zay Flowers. Bateman, as much as Cletus likes to talk him up, hasn't really done a whole lot to earn himself a starting job. Aguilar's Aguilar. So these guys could be given a shot, but they're small guys who are basically going to be slot receivers. And then I put Bo Braid on there. He's a safety who seems to have a good football IQ and understanding of when and where to break on the ball, but he's very athletically limited. So, but he could earn a shot because, like I said, the safety room is wide ass open.
Grades? I haven't really thought about my grade a whole lot, but just quickly, I'd give them probably
Grading is too harsh in this world. I think we should all get A's and hold hands and sing Kumbaya.
Isaac, you're getting rather.
He draws a bunny on his board and his whole.
My whole mindset.
He goes soft.
I'll go first then. Give me a B+.
I'm gonna give him a C+.
Oh, you don't like that? What? You like Nate Wiggins though?
Yeah, that's
But
the only
about
guy
it.
here.
That's the only thing you like. Yeah.
I don't know anything about the offensive line here, so I can't do much about that. I don't really like Adisa Isaac. I hate Devontae Walker. TJ Tampa's good.
Yeah.
I don't know why they drafted another running back when they already have so many.
And they drafted a quarterback that's not even like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, they should have. If they wanted a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, they should have went more for
Spencer Rattler.
maybe Talia Tagovailoa. He's more like him than Devin Leary is.
But I would give them give me just a B minus. I agree with Carson. I do like how now they revamped their corner room, which really needed it because they got toasted last year. But I agree with him. I don't like Adisa Isaac. I think Devontae Walker can be fine. Rosengarten's going to be a starter, as I said, but I feel like they just wasted their 3 picks that they're not even going to use. So,
Isaac's going to pass on grading for this one.
He's gone soft.
He has gone soft. Cincinnati Bengals drafted in the first round Georgia offensive tackle Amaris Mims. In the second round, Chris Jenkins, defensive tackle out of Michigan. Third round, Alabama wide receiver Jermaine Burton. Also in the third round, McKinley Jackson, a nose tackle out of Texas A&M. Then going down through the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds, they drafted tight end Eric All, corner Josh Newton, tight end Tanner McClanahan, edge Cedric McLaughlin, sorry. Edge Cedric Johnson, defensive back Dejon Anthony, and center Matt Lee.
Dejon.
They got their center.
Now they have 2 giant offensive tackles because Amaris Mims is like 6'8" or 6'9".
They have 3.
They have 3.
Oh, who's the third one?
They got 2 guys in the offseason.
Trent Brown and Orlando Brown.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But they're both the Brown brothers are old.
So
And they're not actually brothers, so.
They're not.
bro.
So they
Nope.
So
Nope.
hopefully now they can finally protect Joe Burrow a little bit because when he's healthy, he's the best quarterback in the league.
He is.
Too bad he's never healthy.
Yeah, too bad he's never healthy.
Hey, you get hurt 2 or 3 years, and all of a sudden you're considered injury.
You're on the league for 4 years. You get hurt for 3 of them.
All of a sudden they want to call you injury prone.
He doesn't have a line. And then I also like Jermaine Burton because he was mainly just used as a deep threat, but I think he's capable for a lot more if they scheme him up to do so. And then
I saw you had him as your wide receiver 10.
Yeah, pretty high,
Yeah.
and he has great hands as well. So that could be a possible somewhat replacement for T. Higgins, even though Andre Yosevas.
Andre Iguodala?
No,
Him
I'm
too.
taking him if it's universe. What's the line? Fate of the universe.
Oh. Martians have a death beam pointed at the
He just got locked in.
pointed at Earth. Oh shit.
Come on, you're faulting.
Fate of the universe at stake. Give me
Iguodala.
Andre
No,
Iguodala!
I thought you were gonna say your guy.
No. Jermaine Burton. No, but I think he's good for this offense with Joe Burrow having a good arm. And I also like tight end Eric All. And that's all I
Oh,
got.
you do?
I do, yeah.
He's my guy for
He's
me.
my tight end 6, maybe. I don't know.
6, 7.
I don't like that they took 2 tight ends.
8,
6.
9,
Yeah, he's
10,
my tight end 6.
11.
Isaac,
Alright.
you got anything to say about this?
Nope.
Amarius Mims, we talked about him a little bit before. Dude is an absolute unit, 6'8", 340 pounds. Carries. Oh, he's got 36 and an 1/8-inch arms. That really only means anything to Carson, but
Yeah.
Carson, 36-inch arms.
Those are huge arms.
That is long.
It's probably
ass
actually-
Carson does have short arms.
Yeah, it's probably actually proportionate with his size.
Yeah,
though, so.
but this dude carries 340 pounds better than anybody else you've ever seen. Chris Jenkins he's a run-stopping defensive tackle, which is what they need after they got rid of DJ Reader. Jermaine Burton, vertical threat. He's got, the way I worded it, good go-get-it speed.
Yeah.
Just throw it up and let him go get it. McKinley Jackson, another guy who's like a nose tackle who's just got to be a run stopper, which I guess you don't have DJ Reader, so you got to replace him with 2 guys. Eric All, tight end with soft hands, impressively quick and nimble to make defenders miss. I like him a lot. I think he can be the starter on this team. Josh Newton, wasn't super impressed with, but could be a starter on this team as well. Not the best recovery speed. Tanner McLaughlin, former wide receiver, great straight line speed. Not going to be a blocker at all, but another my guy for me. Cedric Johnson, not the quickest block shedder, good open field tackler and cleanup duty, but didn't always look like he was going 100%. Dejon Anthony's probably not going to play. Matt Lee's probably not going to play. But I want to talk about the UDFA because I had Carson watch this guy this morning because this guy isn't like a whole lot of linebackers in today's NFL. Most linebackers are small, shifty, quick. They want to run sideline to sideline to keep up with all the quick slot receivers that are in the league right now. But Aaron Casey is not like that at all. This dude shoots the gap and pursues the ball carrier like a rocket relentlessly. He's kind of stiff to move laterally, so he sometimes partially misses the ball carrier head on, but just accelerates to make tackles so quickly. This dude will stand you up. I watched him. There were multiple plays where he played Ohio State this season, and he just stood up. One of the best running backs in college football, Travion Henderson, just made him look like he was concussed. It was crazy. But I had to move up Aaron Casey to my linebacker 4 because I was super impressed with him. But Carson, you got anything to say about what does it say?
Calloused hands or soft hands? Why?
I got to go with.
You got soft hands, boy.
Personally, I'd go with soft hands.
Yeah. My hands are so calloused today. For a grade, I'm probably gonna go with. I'll go with B minus.
I'm gonna give him a straight B.
I was going to give him straight B.
Because I love Amaris Mims because he's more of a project.
And big.
Yeah,
Big
and that's perfect
unit.
with him being able to learn under Trent Brown and Orlando Brown Jr. Jermaine Burton is a type of receiver that they needed because right now they mainly have like big receivers in their, like on their second team with Andre Yosevas and Trenton Irwin. And I also like tight end Eric All, but I hate how they drafted 2 tight ends when they just got Mike Gesicki and they still have Drew Sample and Tanner Hudson.
Yeah, I don't know why they went out and paid Mike Gesicki whenever they were just going to draft 2 tight ends. Anyways, Mike Gesicki is basically the same tight end as Tanner McLaughlin.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping they would take a chance on a running back here because they really only have Chase Brown and Zach Moss. So I'd hope they give someone a shot, but they did not do that. So
They did not do that. So, but I'll overall, I'm with him. I like Eric All. I like Tanner McLaughlin. Don't really know why you need both of them. Jermaine Burton is a good piece that they needed for this offense to take the top off. I guess go ahead and take 2 defensive tackles because you lost your one big one. I do believe that Marius Mims will be good as an absolute unit, but I settled with a B just because some of the other picks are questionable.
Cleveland Browns did not have a first-round pick, but in the second round...
Thanks to Sean.
Yeah, thanks to Sean. But in the second round, they went with Ohio State defensive tackle Michael Hall Jr. Third round, Michigan offensive guard Zach Zinter. Then down through the 5th, 6th, and 7th round, they went with Jamari Thrash, Nathaniel Watson, Miles Harden, and Jawan Briggs.
Honestly, they didn't really need anything in this draft.
Yeah, on paper, the Browns are
One
a
of
real
the
good
most
team.
complete teams.
Yeah,
Too bad they're the Browns.
that's true. That
You're
is
right.
too bad.
And they're locked into a contract.
Fully
To suck.
guaranteed.
Locked into a contract to suck.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Cleto?
I mean, I get that they didn't have a first-round pick, and that kind of sucks, but I'm not going to – like we talked about last week, I'm not going to take that away from them. I'll talk about what they did with the picks. So overall, I gave them a B. I like Michael Hall Jr. This guy's not a run-stuffing defensive tackle like the guy that Bengals drafted. But this guy's a great pass rusher. He's my guy for me. Zach Zinter, they don't really need offensive line, but I get like drafting for the future because that's what the Eagles do. And hey, he works for the Eagles, so why can't it work for the Browns? Probably will backfire in their face because it's the Browns. I like Jamari Thrash a lot. He's probably going to be a slot receiver, but right now they don't need him. I think he's better than Jerry Jeudy, though, so he should play. Play Jamari Thrash. Good yak ability. Nathaniel Watson, watching him, this dude is one of the most boring linebackers I watched in this class. I'd give that pick alone an F. This guy he seems more reactive than predictive. Rarely the first. He's like never the first defender of the ball carrier. He's just like a cleanup guy. He's like, you guys hit him first, I'll bring him to the ground. But Miles Harden, small school corner, willing to crash down and tackle. Probably going to be a slot corner. But again, they don't really need corners all too much. They're set. Juwan Briggs probably not going to play. But overall, yeah, I didn't like Nathaniel Watson at all. But I like the other picks. I mean, they don't really need them, but I feel like they set themselves up well for the future. Carson, you got anything?
I got nothing. I'm just going to give them a C+ because I don't really love their picks, but I also don't have any problem against them. So
I'm just going to give them a C right down the middle. Just because it doesn't matter. So, C. You pass, but who cares?
And lastly, your Pittsburgh Steelers with the first round pick. They went with Washington offensive tackle Troy Fautanu. Second round, West Virginia center Zach Frazier.
Dog.
Third round, Michigan wide receiver Roman Wilson.
Dog.
NC State linebacker Peyton Wilson.
Dog.
Fourth round, South Dakota State offensive guard Mason McCormick.
Dog.
And in the sixth round, we got Iowa defensive tackle Logan Lee.
Hey, he's all right.
And Texas defensive back Ryan Watts.
Yeah, he runs.
So, I'm going to give the Steelers an A. I'm going to give it a grade out. But the Browns got this grade for me.
What? It reads, the board reads fat people in a hot tub. So grade that as you wish to.
Is the water overflowing?
Not anymore.
Does that mean that it'd be better if those people weren't in the hot tub? It's like
they might pick out good players to make the final roster. Is that what you're saying? Because it's gonna overflow the hot tub.
The Browns just should have not drafted at all because they got too many. They've got too many fat people now.
I like how I wrote down 6 words. And you guys think about a million.
We're trying to bring out our inner English teacher.
Yes. I think he means that this roster.
Deeper meaning.
Yes.
I think he means that this roster is already full, so
That's
people
what
are
I just
going.
said.
Oh, okay.
So it means that it's gonna.
No, I just wrote
overpower
something
the
funny.
final-
Yeah.
Something that make me laugh. That's
I can actually see how it works, though. I can actually see how it works.
That's actually it works
Very wise.
nicely. So
Steelers getting eggs. I like the center they took. I like the linebacker they took. And I like Roman Wilson out of Michigan.
yeah, I'll just say that they took Ryan Watts because they thought he was a Watt brother, so they got confused there.
He's not at all.
Then they took Roman Wilson and Peyton Wilson with Russell Wilson because they thought they were related too. So
Don't we have another
The Steelers
Wilson?
do like keeping it in the family with the Haywards and the Watts.
yeah,
Haywards, Watts, Wilsons.
there was another one too.
I think the Rooney family is just hella confused. How old is Art Rooney now?
Well, the son Dan's running it now.
Oh, is it? Is he?
Oh,
Okay.
really? So, yeah, I love this first-round pick. I didn't think he was going to fall to us, but he did, which was crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually said that he was the highest-ranked, he was the highest-ranked target on their draft board, and they were just hoping he would fall, and he did. West Virginia center, I don't really know much about him, but the highlights I've seen, I like him. He's kind of Jason Kelsey-esque, the way he can get up to the second level quickly.
He's the one that's the wrestler, isn't he?
Yeah.
Dude's
yeah,
got
state champ
super
wrestler, I think.
He's got short arms, but he's got good. He's a bulldozer.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a reacher. He doesn't do the reach around, so
Yeah.
can't look forward to that.
And the analysts seem to love him. They say that he's their favorite pick for the Steelers out of the whole draft. I don't really love wide receiver Roman Wilson, just because I think they could have went somewhere else with this pick rather than him.
I agree.
But because he doesn't really have he doesn't have superstar potential. In college, he had 3.2 receptions per game.
We did have J.J. McCarthy throwing the ball.
Which that doesn't help him, but he just didn't do a whole lot. And
I'd rather
I
have
think
Cletus throwing me the ball than J.J. McCarthy.
I've heard that.
I agree.
And I think there's better receivers on the board that we could wait until the next round for.
I agree.
I love the linebacker pick, Peyton Wilson, because the only thing against
ACLs
him
don't matter.
is his injury. And he doesn't have an ACL. Hines Ward didn't have an ACL. There's other guys that didn't have an ACL and had a good career.
Steelers players don't need ACLs.
Yeah, and I love this for our linebacking core because he's a do-it-all guy. So he can cover with Patrick Queen, he can rush the passer, and I think his football instincts are great as well. It just seems like he's always in the play, and he's always on top of the ball no matter where it is.
I can't believe he dropped to late third round.
That's inspirational, Isaac. It says, don't be short-sighted on a long journey.
Now, what he means with this one is all the other teams were short-sighted with Peyton Wilson because they were scared he was going to have a short career. But they need to look at the long journey and realize that he can have a very long career because other players have without an ACL.
Nah, he's really just writing shit.
Yeah, or something
And
like
you're
that.
just pulling shit out your ass, too.
I'm just like a monkey.
Throwing it at the glass.
Yeah.
I agree. I do really like Troy Fautanu, first round pick. This guy has, if you watch the combine at all and you watch the big boys work, Troy Fautanu was one of the best movers in the class. Now that's great. Oh, this guy also, he's only 6 foot and 3/4 tall, but he's got a 6 foot 9.5 inch wingspan.
You got long arms. You know what they say about long arms, Kian?
I don't. 'Cause I
Good
don't
blocking.
know.
Good reach. You know what they say about good reach?
Oh, that's good because
reach.
Zach Frazier does not.
Yeah.
But he plays on the interior. I agree with Carson. Roman Wilson, I wasn't really super high on. He was my wide receiver 15, Carson's wide receiver 16, Cody's wide receiver 12. We all think that there were better receivers on the board than Roman Wilson. It's so frustrating watching Roman Wilson because he plays so small and quick. He makes sharp and decisive cuts to gain separation. But then after the catch, it's like he forgets how to run.
Disappears.
Yeah, it's like use that after the catch. You're shifty before the catch. Gets the ball in his hands, and it's like it weighs him down.
It's like he can only make shifty cuts when he knows what he's going to do, and he can't react in time to make people miss.
Steelers wide receivers, though, other than AB, have never been known for their yak ability. They've been known for their really good catches.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson has -2 yards after the catch average probably. So
Backwards,
George Pickens, all of his catches are diving, so he can't really get much yak.
I also wish the Steelers would have. Roman Wilson plays like a slot receiver. Now, he's always played on the outside mostly, so hopefully they play him on the outside because I'd like them to play Calvin Austin in the slot because it's either playing Calvin Austin in the slot and Roman Wilson outside, or you're playing Roman Wilson in the slot and you're starting Van Jefferson on the outside, and I don't like that at all. That's not good at all. So I would much rather have drafted a pure outside receiver and then
Brendan Rice.
Get him in the 7th round. Save this 3rd round pick on a corner.
Calvin Austin in the slot would be shifty as hell.
But now he's not going to play. He'll be a return man. I do like Peyton Wilson. The only problem that I have with him, dude's super long and fast, but he's just not really a run stopper. He's kind of skinny. He's 6'4", 233, kind of skinny for a linebacker, but he'll be really good in coverage, just long. I don't like the Mason McCormick pick at all. I don't see the point in drafting the 3rd offensive lineman, your 3rd offensive lineman in the draft. This guy's going to be your 7th offensive lineman on the team whenever you need corners so bad. You're starting right now
Joey Porter Jr.
Joey Porter Jr., which is fine. Then you're starting Dante Jackson, and he has not really been good in his NFL career. His best year in college was his final year, and he played 50% in the slot. Now, he came to the NFL, never played more than 20% in the slot, and he's been terrible. So I'm no genius, and I'm not an official head coach, but play the damn guy in the slot. Play Dante Jackson in the slot. Draft an outside corner. They didn't draft a corner at all because Ryan Watts.
They can go get a corner in free agency.
They can. Stephon Gilmore's out there.
And he's good on the outside.
I would like that. Because Ryan Watts, the defensive back that they drafted, he projects to be a safety. He's 6'3", 208. But he's not fast enough to be a corner. He's going to be a safety. They did pick up Beanie Bishop, though, out of West Virginia as an undrafted free agent. I do kind of like Beanie Bishop. Now, will he make the roster?
I don't like him as much as Beanie Wells.
Beanie Wells turned out to be a bust, so that's not very good for Bishop.
I also love their undrafted free agent. Two of their undrafted free agent signings. One of which is Jared's hidden gem of the draft. Quarterback out of UCF, who the Steelers are rumored to use as a slot receiver, which makes no sense to me because we have Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin.
Perfect.
John Reese Plumlee. I really hope the Steelers can find creative ways to use him like a Taysom Hill, but Arthur Smith kind of has boring offenses in the past, so I don't know
They
if
have
he's
Justin
going to do
Fields for running plays, too.
Yeah, so
I don't know. Maybe him getting fired will light a spark in him.
He's a better man now because of it.
I hope he keeps his mustache, though.
Arthur Smith?
Yes.
Each time he gets fired, it slowly shifts in more.
Oh,
Until he gets the killer stash.
And then I also love Georgia running back Dejon Edwards that they signed. He's like strictly a receiving back, kind of Kenneth Gainwell-y, I guess, small and just receiving back. So we still need a big bruiser to replace Najee. Oh, no, he's going to be here this year.
He'll be here this
Yeah,
year.
Najee will be here this year.
Unless
So
they trade him.
we're good. And then we'll have Jalen
Dallas.
Warren as well.
To my fantasy team.
I'll talk about Beanie Bishop since Carson talked about the other two guys. I like Beanie Bishop. He's small, but he's always played on the outside. He at the combine, or he didn't even go to the combine, but at the Senior Bowl or wherever he went. He was
Pro
5'9".
day. Or
I don't know. He was 5'9", 173, which is small. The only like outside corners that are that small and stay playing on the outside is like I think Darius Williams is small. But Beanie Bishop, he's quick. Dude he's like glue. He just looks like an annoying fly flying around the receivers. The tape of him that I watched. So I hope Beanie Bishop can make the roster because I think that maybe even he would be better than Dante Jackson. Put Dante Jackson in the damn slot.
please.
All right, I'm tired of hearing Kean say that. So
I'm
what are we
so
moving
ready.
on to?
Oh, I guess we got to give grades, and then we can play with Isaac.
Hell yeah.
I'll give him a. See, I really want to give A+, but the thing holding me back is Roman Wilson and Mason McCormick. If it weren't for those, it would definitely be an A+, so I'll just give him an A.
Yeah, draft a corner in the 4th round. There were so many good ones.
See, unlike you guys, I like Roman Wilson. I don't like the Mason McCormick pick. But I'll still go an A, just because there probably was someone better than Roman Wilson, even though I do like him.
I gave him a B+, borderline A-. Yeah, I love the first two picks. Oh, if you roar loud enough, people will watch.
Watch.
Oh, watch.
What?
Roar.
As I said, I would have liked a different receiver than Roman Wilson. Love Peyton Wilson. Mason McCormick, draft a corner, please. And then Logan Lee, Ryan Watts won't play, but I like Beanie Bishop. Play him, please.
All right.
Okay.
Now we can play with Isaac.
Okay, boys, get your clipboards.
All right, let's stand up and go.
I don't have a
Play
clipboard,
with
but I have my
Isaac.
whiteboard.
Whatever, you know what I meant. Alrighty, so all these questions have a possibility of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 0 points. Each one's different.
Okay.
So the first question on the board, and hide your answers from Claytus Kean and
Yeah, we're
it
good.
doesn't matter. Spotify monthly listeners as of today. We have a man named Bailey Zimmerman. Does everyone know who that is?
Yeah.
Country singer?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
MGK
Okay.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly.
or Kane Brown. I want you guys to list them. Who has the lowest and who has the most?
Okay.
Put an L and an M next to you so there's no confusion.
You
Who
say
has
what?
the lowest and who has the most?
You say monthly?
Spotify monthly listeners. We have Bailey Zimmerman, Kane Brown, and MGK.
I'm trying to think if any of them just dropped new albums or anything.
That would influence it. You're right, Carson.
Thank you. Oh. I got a little.
I will keep track of your guys' scores. So this one has a possibility
You
of
said
0.
4-2-0.
Well, no. If you get them all right, you get 3 points. Like you get 1, 2, 3 ranked right.
Yeah.
If you get 2 of them in the right order, you get 2. 1, then you get 0. But like the last question has 4 choices.
All right.
See, I thought Bailey Zimmerman was a big guy, but Kian not really knowing who he was for sure.
He has never headlined his own tour. If that means anything.
He's got a woman's name.
Yeah, 'cause he's a huge guy in my mind, but
He is not very. He's not.
He's big in my mind too.
You're the last thing. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You showed me what.
Okay, so we got MGK, Bailey Zimmerman, and who?
Kane Brown.
Kane.
Rocking
rock and a hard
You
place.
Make sure you have a L and an M next to your least and your most, so there's no confusion and I don't get anyone yelling.
That's when I lost it.
Midnight in Austin.
Oh, that's Bailey Zimmerman.
Damn,
Yeah, that's
I'm
Bailey
exhausted.
All right, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Carson has nothing written down.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know where to put Machine Gun Kelly because I feel like he's past.
How
his-
did you go the complete opposite of me, Ken?
He looked at my board.
I already have mine written down.
Alrighty, Carson's about done.
I'm done.
He's just
All right,
coloring- he's
Cleus, what do
coloring.
you got? Who do you have number 1?
MGK.
Okay, who do you have number 2?
Zimmerman.
And you have number 3.
Kane Brown.
Cleus has 1 point.
Oh, so you got one
Oh,
right.
so does that mean Bailey? No, it doesn't mean
Okay,
anything.
Kian, what do you have right
Well,
number
I've
1?
got Kane Brown. I've got the complete opposite of Cletus. Kane Brown first, the highest. Bailey Zimmerman second. MGK the lowest.
Kian has 0 points.
So I have Kane Brown first, Machine Gun Kelly second, and Bailey Zimmerman last.
Okay, Carson has 1 point. The actual numbers. MGK has the most at 13.2 million. Kane Brown is in second with 13.1 million. And Bailey Zimmerman has 10.4 million.
You talking about how like nobody knows who Bailey Zimmerman is? That really threw me off because I thought you were trying to play us. You were actually telling the truth.
He was
No,
last.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people know Bailey Zimmerman, but he's just not as big. Kane Brown has you have to dabble in multiple genres to get a lot of viewers.
The problem is I really hate Kane Brown, so I was like, oh, I hope other people hate him too.
It's
I think his music is dog shit.
So
Me too.
here's the thing: when you dabble into multiple genres, you expand your audience. So if we would expand the show besides sports talk, we would increase our audience because we're just not
Last
talking about
up, politics talk. All right, did you guys hear that?
Mark Hamill endorsed Joe Biden.
Denny Hamlin?
Did you
Mark
see
Hamill,
that?
which is
that
Luke
is.
Skywalker.
Cole Hamill.
Oh, I did see that. Did you also see that the union auto workers endorsed?
Yes.
But it was only the executives.
Correct.
He went on to CNN and was like, yeah, pretty much all of our union people are actually going to vote for Trump, but we're going to endorse Joe Biden.
Okay, that's great. So we're moving on to
that's great.
who has the most interceptions.
Oh.
We've got Sam Howell in the past 18 games.
Oh, so, in their career?
No, I'm going to tell you how many games how many games
Oh,
they've played.
okay.
Aaron Rodgers since 2020, which has been 50 games, 5-0. Or Russell Wilson since 2021, which is 44 games. You have Sam Howell with 18, Aaron Rodgers at 50, and Russell Wilson at 44. Who has the most and who has the least interceptions? The standings stand as Cletus has 1 point, Kean has 0, and Carson has 1.
Does that time for Aaron Rodgers 50 games, is that him starting 50 or does...
It includes the one game he played 3 snaps in the New York Jets. That's what you're asking.
Okay, but it doesn't include the 17 after that you didn't
No,
play?
it does not.
Okay.
They have to at least play in the game at least 1 snap.
Okay.
So Sam Howell played like week 18 or 17 of like 2 years ago. He played a full
played the
season
last
last
game.
year. He played the last game of the previous year before that. Yep. And Russell Wilson played 44 games since 2021.
I'm
All
ready.
right, who wants to go first?
Keenan's in last, so let him go.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, I
Kean.
know that Sam Howell's going to have the most. Russell Wilson's second, and Aaron Rodgers is third.
Kean has who's last? Who's
Aaron
third?
Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is third.
Mm-hmm.
You have 1 point.
Let's go. I got it right.
I got all 3
Russell
right.
Wilson.
So did I.
third more
Who's
than-
number 1?
Russell Wilson.
Who's number 2?
Oh.
Sam Howell.
And then 3 is Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
That's correct.
Good job,
Oh.
Sam.
So Cleese sweeps the board. You
I have Sam Howell first, Aaron Rodgers second, and Russ third. I got 0.
You got 0.
well, number 1's Russell, number 2 is Sam, and number 3 is Aaron. So yeah.
Damn. I thought I had a perfect board.
I'm the GOAT.
With those totals, we had Russell Wilson had 25 in the last 44 games. Sam Howell has 22 the last 18 games.
Yep.
And Aaron Rodgers had 21 the last 50 games.
I'm surprised he had that many.
So championships we're talking about. How many championships do these people have for rank them 1 to 3? We have Dale Earnhardt Sr., Larry Bird, and Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Jeffrey? Really? Jeffrey?
I'm pretty sure it's Jeffrey.
I'm about
99% sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is too.
So there's those 3 people. Who has the most titles in their respective sports? As in professional, not college or...
Now, For Dale Earnhardt Sr., is this for he won?
You get points per race, and at the end of the season, you get a cup for.
Yeah, is that what we're talking about?
win
Cups?
cup, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
How many? So, for example, Jeff Gordon has won like 90 races in his life, but only has 4 championships.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson has like 6 or 7. And this does not include MJ's college titles or Larry Bird's college titles.
I'm trying to think how long Larry Bird actually played for.
Who is bigger? That is the title of the thing.
Oh, nice. Who is bigger?
After this one, we get away from sports. So that's exciting.
Oh.
I'm gonna do ass.
Oh, the Larry Bird.
I'm ready. So ready.
This board is not right. But
when I lost.
All right, who wants to go first? Clay's, you done?
Who's last?
You and your brother are tied.
I'll go.
Right.
First is Dale Earnhardt Sr. Second is MJ, and third is Larry Bird.
Carson gets 3 points.
Wait, it was senior?
Yeah.
I thought it was junior.
I think we said senior at least like 3 times,
Yeah.
including Kean saying it.
You did.
Junior, I only won a single title.
No.
I'm pretty sure he did not win a single one.
Damn.
Okay, Kean and Cletus.
Well, I had Larry Bird first, Jordan second, Earnhardt Sr. third.
So you get 1 point.
Wow, you had it perfectly backwards.
Kean was right in the middle. I mean,
Larry
MJ's
Bird first, Dale Earnhardt second, and the GOAT third.
That is a goat.
It's
That looks like a unicorn.
That looks like an electrified cat.
So Cletus gets 0 points there. So we are almost all tied up. Cletus has 4, Kean has 2, and Carson has 4.
Let's go.
All
Now
right.
we're moving on to some things that aren't related to sports. Alrighty.
I love playing with Isaac.
Do you have a different marker over there?
Yes.
I got one.
So the question is, who is bigger? The city of Erie, Pennsylvania, the city of Erie, Pennsylvania, or the daily visitors to Disney's 4 big parks, daily visitors. So daily visitors to the 4 big parks of Disney World, or the population of Mercer County. Rank those 1 through 3. The
All of Mercer
city of
County?
Erie, daily visitors to the 4 theme parks of Disney World in Florida, or the population of Mercer County in 2022. The city of Erie was the 2022, and Disney Parks is 2021. Who experiences the most people? Yeah. Highest to lowest, or lowest to highest, just have to specify.
Oh.
Any questions?
I'm ready.
City of Erie, Mercer County, and daily visitors. Do you hear that, Cleus? Daily visitors
I hear
in
it.
2021.
Uh,
Carson has not a single thing written down, so you're going to have to wait.
He's mathing. Let him
Sure
math.
am.
The city of Erie, PA. This is a tough one.
I mean, that's even like right there. That's 18.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That's gonna be close.
These are all. These numbers aren't as close as you thought they'd be.
I bet you.
Spotify was a lot closer than this. Like, Spotify numbers were a lot closer than this, essentially, in terms percentage
Let's
wise.
see. That's 12-5.
Well, if the name of the game is who is bigger, it's definitely not Mercer County because we're here.
That's true.
We're small.
We really bring down the average.
Man.
Son of a gun. Carson has nothing. He is stumped over here.
The question is, does each Disney park get like 13,000 people a day?
The answer is
So-
you can't be told.
So when Cletus visits Disney World, okay, say he starts at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
That's counted as a person.
Oh.
And say he says, you know what, I'm tired of Magic Kingdom. I'm going to go over to Epcot. And he goes over to Epcot. That's another person.
Okay.
Oh, Cletus, you whore.
Oh, that's another
I
person.
can't help it.
That's another person.
Sometimes
shit.
Sometimes I want Goofy.
So essentially, Cletus
sometimes
is
I
counted
want
as 2
Mater.
there because he jumped from park to park.
Sometimes I want Mater, just Mater baiting me. And sometimes I want Goofy just going Goofy all over me.
What about Tinkerbell?
All right.
Nah, that's a woman.
And she's...
All right, I'm ready now.
Alrighty, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Actually, Keen's in last. You can go first.
Give me the most people is Disney, the second most is Erie, and the least is good old Mercer County.
So what did you say was first? Disney?
Disney, Erie, Mercer County.
Keen gets 1 point.
Yes. Slowly but surely, fellas.
Erie, Disney, Mercer County.
Erie, Disney, Mercer County. Cleese gets 0 points.
I'm coming back.
Cleus
Carson followed his footsteps.
must have done the same math as me because I also had Erie, Disney, Mercer County.
Yeah.
In the
Slowly
year
but surely,
In
fellas.
the year 2021, and we're in a 3-way tie now, boys.
3-way.
Disney averaged 160,000 people per day into one of their 4 parks.
Wow.
The population of Erie is 93,511,
Oh shoot!
and the population of Mercer County is 109,000.
How much is Mercer?
109.
That's way more than I thought.
That's a lot more than I thought.
That is a whole county.
Wait, so which one did I get right?
You got Disney. You said Disney was first.
Yeah. Yes.
So we're all tied at 4. We're moving on to the last one, and it's calories.
It's for all the monies.
Didn't Kean have 2 points before this round?
No, he's got 1 point each round,
Yes.
that's-
except for the first one.
Ah,
Actually, Keane only has 3 points.
damn it.
Kean has 3 points.
Yeah,
So
I'll
I'm
say
down
wait a
by
minute,
one.
I did math
Womp
there.
womp.
Yeah, Cleese has 4, Keane has 3, and Carson has 4. Sorry, Keane.
Is this
Damn
the
it.
fourth?
There's
question?
There's 4 points available here. You have to rank them.
Ooh.
So we have a Big Mac meal from McDonald's.
We're doing calories. here?
Calories, okay.
Yes. The pop is a medium, is a Coke, and the French fries are a medium. Our second thing is 2 pieces of pan pizza from Pizza Hut, and it's supreme, and you get a large McDonald's Coke with it.
2 pieces of pan pizza.
Supreme
Supreme
from Pizza Hut,
from Pizza Hut.
and you get a large Coke with it.
Oh man.
The third option is 1 gallon of vanilla ice cream, standard vanilla ice cream,
Oh.
and the fourth option is a dozen Busch Lights.
Oh, a dozen. But Cleus has got to know exactly how many that is.
I actually do.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, I actually do know it.
So, I'll repeat it. We have the Big Mac meal. Everything's medium. And it's a Coke to drink with that. The second option is 2 pieces of pan pizza from Pizza Hut. And it's supreme. With that, you get a large Coke from
Large
McDonald's.
Coke. Oh, from McDonald's. Okay.
Yeah. So you get 2 pieces of pizza and a large Coke from McDonald's.
A restaurant hoe.
Yeah. Well, and I know people that are loyalists. Like, if they go out, they're like, oh, I need a McDonald's Coke.
McDonald's Coke.
I know a guy like that too.
Yeah, we know the same guy. You have 1 gallon of standard vanilla ice cream, and then you have 12 Busch Lights. So there's 4 options here.
What's the most typical size of ice cream?
Pint.
Pint.
A pint? Yeah.
Wait. Really?
When
No,
you, when
wait.
you,
Don't we get quarts?
We get quarts, yeah.
Okay, you might get quarts. A gallon
The pint's
is
a smaller
pretty
one,
pretty
yeah.
big. It's plastic and has a handle.
Yeah, it's like the barrel.
There's 2 pints in a quart.
Don't ask me.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to
Remember
say
the land
yes,
of gallon?
yes,
the
the
land of
line-
gallon will teach you.
Yeah, I can't remember that land.
the gallon. How about the Gallon Man? You remember that?
No, I remember the land of gallon. There was 4 queens. Every queen had a prince and a princess.
There you
and
go,
each
2
had-
pints.
No, there's more than that. There's 8 pints in a
Yeah, but in 1 quart, there's 2 pints. Is what he's saying.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
He's good.
So
Okay.
you guys think about ranking 1 to 4. This could be a big turning point.
Oh man, that McDonald's Coke medium.
But then the large Coke with 2 slices of pizza.
Oh shoot. Oh, it's a large Coke.
Yeah.
That changes things.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I think it does.
I know my caloric intakes.
If we're talking cows. Oh, man, that's tough.
I know Cleus knows the Busch Lattes to the
Well,
number.
I'm gonna give you guys a hint about beer.
Okay.
Everyone should know that typically there's a standard amount for a 12-ounce can.
12
Yeah.
ounces.
How many calories are on a 12-ounce can?
Yeah, I know right around the number.
Actually, can we just have Cletus out of the blue? I just want to see. Do you have the number of the calories in
Yes.
the beer written down? Can you just say it?
Well, if he knows what it is, times 12, yeah.
Times 12
Let's see it,
There's
Cletus.
12 Busch Lights. How many calories do you think is in a Busch Light? Because I think I know what the number is.
in a Busch Light.
Yeah.
Well, Michelob's is 95.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
knew
is.
that
So
because it's their
Busch
biggest.
Light, I think, is 108.
16.
Oh.
It's somewhere around there.
I think it's 96. It's only 1 more.
Cletus thought he had the other.
Because Rory was talking about it last night.
I thought that was Miller that said that. I thought
Miller's only 1 more too.
Miller's 96.
I thought Miller said all this flavor and only one more
more
calorie. Yeah, or something like
that's,
that.
That's a commercial. I got the full numbers here in a second.
Is it closer than we think? Or no?
There's 3 numbers that are very close, and there's an outlier.
Ah, okay.
That's your hint. There is one that's way out there in left field. Like,
The Pizza Hut's probably way more than I think.
2 pieces of supreme pizza from Pizza Hut pan.
Vegetables don't have that much.
Correct.
It's a sausage they'll get you.
You're right. The
Hello,
meat,
sausage.
believe it or not, the meat lovers actually had more calories than supreme.
Yeah, I
bet
believe
it
that.
did, yeah. All right, so we rank them 1 to 4.
Yep.
All right, well, I guess.
While we're stalling here, let me talk about life. So, I hope everyone's enjoying this episode so far and you're playing along with us. Hopefully you guys have done better in this game than these 3 guys. We actually definitely enjoyed this segment. It makes you think about other things in this world besides football. So that's always a good thing. The carpet should be installed in this room here within a week.
I thought you told him not to come.
Who?
I thought you told the carpet not to come.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Someone told me that.
That'd be
Why'd you
stupid.
already do the trim if the carpet's not done?
Because you're going to get tucked in there.
Oh, I thought they just.
No, they got rules. All right, please laugh.
What do they do about these?
Cletus,
big
you
guys?
done here?
No, not my problem.
That's not your problem.
Okay.
All right, you ready, Kian?
I'm ready.
All right, we'll run with it because Carson's out here in right field.
Oh, that's gonna be really close right there.
All right, man, we gotta wait some more. Let's make some small talk. So, Kian,
Yeah.
how's the wife and kids?
Well, the girlfriend, future fiance is good. Don't
That's-
have any kids. We do have cats, though. Cats are good.
That's good.
Actually,
I like cats.
what I was doing today, I was going to Canfield, Ohio, to Angels for Animals, and setting up for him to get, for our little cat Ollie to get his balls chopped off tomorrow. So
Very nice.
I got to go to Canfield. Got to drop him off between 7 and 8 a.m. And then while I'm sitting there, until he is ready to be done, which could be as early as 2 p.m., could be as late as 5:30 p.m., I will be sitting in a Dunkin' or Starbucks or someplace with Wi-Fi and editing this video because I got nothing better to do while my cat is getting his balls chopped off. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
So, how was this year of grad school?
It's hard. Grad school is hard, but we made it through. And now we start back up on Monday with more classes.
That's good. We're still waiting on your brother here to finish the list of
He's a
calories.
big math guy. This guy's an engineer.
I was able to take a pee in that time.
Yeah.
All right, Carson, you ready? Carson's ready.
I'm ready enough.
All right, so
last.
who wants to go
I
first?
don't
I'm
think
last.
this is correct.
Okay, that's good.
I'm gonna switch them, Isaac. I have to.
Okay, go ahead and switch them.
I'm not gonna switch them, Isaac. I can't.
You can switch them still.
No, I don't want to.
You should probably switch some of them.
All right. Since I'm last, I'll go first again because
Okay,
this works
Kian.
so well for me.
Who has the most calories?
I'm gonna go with the Pizza Hut Supreme meal.
Okay, what do you think has
Wow,
the second most?
really?
The second most calories, I'm gonna go with the gallon of vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
The third most calories, I'm gonna go with the Big Mac meal. And for number 4, the lightweight of the calories, I'm gonna go with the 12 Bush lattes.
I think you got 0 points there.
Damn.
Let me write these down real quick so I know the order. I should have been doing that.
I have like kind of the opposite of you a little bit.
So first I had Pizza Supreme.
I don't care about that. I'm writing down things.
Oh, I thought you were.
I'm writing down them so I know them. Well, that number's bigger than that number.
He doesn't even have them ranked yet.
I have the calorie total.
He's got to write them down to like know which one's higher than which.
Yeah. I really don't understand how pizza is that much calories.
Alrighty. Are you done? So what'd you say? What was number 1?
I said Pizza Supreme number 1,
Okay,
Big
2.
Mac or gallon of ice cream number 2,
Okay.
Big Mac 3, Bush lattes 4.
Kean gets 1 point.
Yes, consistency.
That might be all. Oh wait, no, we're
I
tied.
tied
he
you
now
guys.
ties them, so they have to at least get a point. Cletus, do you want to go next?
Yes.
I'm gonna break. Okay, what do you got?
Pizza Hut.
It's number 1.
Yep.
Holy, really?
Or is whatever. It's Domino's.
I'm not saying yes or no, but
Pizza
continue
Hut,
on.
whatever it is.
What's number 2?
2 would be ice cream. No, I had Big Mac. I had Big Mac.
Number 2 is Big Mac.
2's Big Mac.
Don't let him change his answers. 'cause
He does. He does that
3
Big Mac.
3 is ice cream.
Okay.
4 is Bush.
Okay.
I got 2.
It is now tied 4-4 with Kean and Cletus.
Oh,
He got 0.
Okay, come on. I have number 1 ice cream,
Yep.
number 2 Big Mac, number 3 Bush latte, and number 4 Pizza Hut.
Carson gets 2 points and wins.
Oh man.
Was ice cream the blowaway one
Ice
at first?
cream was a blowaway number 1.
I thought so, yeah.
4,000 calories.
4,000?
For a gallon, yeah.
Holy crap!
Okay. Number 2 was Bush Light, and it is a 1140. Number 3 is a Big Mac meal at 1120. And number 4 is Pizza Hut at 1,050.
For 2 large pizzas?
No,
two pizza slices.
Did I not clarify that one either?
I said slices.
understood, yeah.
I wanted to put them first in that case.
I was wondering why you guys both put them first.
I just put them first because I thought,
2 large pizzas?
I was trying to think. I was like,
that's like 3,600 calories.
I thought I said that.
you said slices. You're good.
That's twice you can't hear me.
Clearly, the sad part is even if it was 3,600 calories, it would still be second.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's the game, boys.
Thanks. I enjoy playing with you.
I can't believe. How's it go? Maybe I didn't say.
No, you definitely said slices.
2 large pizzas.
And a large Coke. Even Gene could have eaten 2 large pizzas in his day.
Cletus was
Maybe if
gonna
you
go.
had
I
enough
definitely
Cokes.
You
No
can't eat 2
way.
large,
Too large,
pizza
no
pizzas.
way.
Do you want to bet?
Yes.
I'll give you an hour.
I could do it in an hour.
You pay for it.
I'll pay for the pizza.
There you go.
Can I try it then too?
No, because it says to bet. Well, you want to bet on it, Cletus?
20 bucks.
Floor. The third floor.
Third. He already moving there.
You did?
He's moving over there.
No, I'm not.
No,
You lost last night.
I did lose.
Okay, so you're betting the third floor on it? You have to put something disgusting on it.
An hour. Wait,
What? No.
Do like anchovies.
No,
and-
how about
it's gotta be
just
his
straight
choice.
plain, just cheese pizza?
That's
Just
disgusting.
cheese.
That's so easy.
2 pizzas? 2 large pizzas?
I could easily eat 1.
Okay, that's not 2 though.
How
Cletus thinks he can eat 2.
how big are Pizza Hut's large pizzas compared to Camp Perry pizzas? Because I could
Bigger.
probably eat 2.
They're
Camp Perry
a lot
pizzas.
bigger,
Camp Perry's pizzas,
and they're a lot more
small.
filling.
Okay, I'm gonna retract my statement.
And they're a lot more
You
filling.
should bet the third floor on it.
I'm gonna retract my statement. I definitely could not eat 2.
He's reeled himself in.
I was gonna say that's a
Cletus,
lot
I
of
know you
pizza
can
to
eat 2. Even when I ate a lot when I was like 17, I could eat like 2-foot-long Subway subs easily. I could not eat 2 full large pizzas from Pizza Hut.
Completely different foods.
And not only that, it's greasy. You're gonna feel like shit, and there's just so many calories there.
No. If you listen to me, then it was only what, like 900 calories. 2 full large pizzas.
All right, let's head into Ding Dong Debate, social media, off-season workouts. So each person, well, I guess first I'll clarify. There's this Instagram reel that came out from Goat Farm Media.
I'll show it. I'll have it going on the.
It's
I'll
a
have it on
video
loop.
of Deshaun Watson, C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love, and Justin Fields all doing a little rollout drill and then moving in the pocket and throwing. And we're going to rank each of the 4 players based on their footwork in this video.
Let me first just give the guy his credit because he's the one who found the video. He didn't make the video, but Mink is the one who found it and sent it to both me and Isaac. Isaac and I. Oh my God.
Bless you.
I'm gonna zoom in on that.
Isaac and me.
Damn it, Isaac and me. I was too focused on my sneeze. But anyways, and then he had us like rank and see. And apparently we were all like so different from each other. So wanted to bring it up on the podcast because everybody sees things differently. So Isaac, you know what? Let's start it with you. How did you rank these guys based on this video
Where'd
alone?
my whiteboard go?
I said Fields had the best footwork, followed by Watson, then Jordan Love, then C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, I almost had it completely backwards.
Me and Mink had almost the same
I
exact
don't.
answer.
You and I might have the same answers then.
Me
Go
and
ahead.
Mink had the same answers.
I had Justin Fields. I feel like that should be obvious just because he's a running back. Second, I had C.J. Stroud. Third, Deshaun Watson. Last, Jordan Love.
I know why he puts Jordan Love.
No.
last.
No, I was looking at it unbiased.
That's complete bullshit.
I
think
was. You'll
Love
never
scored
guess
did
where
not-
I had Jordan Love.
Number 1.
Yeah, I did.
I know. Jared sent it to me.
Yeah.
I think I didn't like Love's footwork in there.
Yeah, I had Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields was my order. Now, I will elaborate on this once Carson gives his order.
So I have number 1, C.J. Stroud, 2, Deshaun Watson, 3, Jordan Love, and 4, Justin Fields.
So me and Carson have the 2 and the 3 is the same. We have the 1 and the 4 swapped.
I think. Okay, so first of all, I'll just say it's kind of hard to rank these guys because we don't know if it's even the same drill. If they're doing, we don't know what their assignment is. We don't know we don't know any of what they're supposed to be doing here. But just based off what I see, I think C.J. Stroud clearly is moving through the pocket the best. He looks the most decisive, going through his reads quickly, even if there are reads.
That's a young Jordan Love.
Deshaun Watson his hips are very fluid and he's very smooth with changing back and forth through his reads. But the only thing that I don't like about him is he doesn't move up in the pocket. But like I said, it's hard to know what their assignment is because sometimes you don't always have to move up in the pocket. Like if the end swims and comes inside, then you obviously aren't going to move up into them. Jordan Love, I just think the only thing I have against him is he doesn't really look around to look through his reads. He just looks straight. But once again, I don't know what his assignment is, and maybe he was just supposed to be moving through the pocket while looking down the middle because maybe he had like a layered read with a bunch of crossers, and he could also be moving his eyes and not his head. But that kind of fits his play style because he doesn't square up his shoulders to throw, so he just keeps his shoulders downfield all the time and makes crossbody throws. So that makes sense with what I see there. And then Justin Fields just looks stiff and undecisive and unconfident, and he's kind of drifting to the end at one side. At the end, he's like
Will Levising.
Yeah, he's Will Levising.
Oh wait, not Will Levising. Drake Maying.
Drake Maying, and yeah. So once again, I've said it so many times, but I don't know what his assignment is. But just from what I see, I don't like how he drifts to the end there and kind of falls back as he throws. But yeah.
Are you put the link in the video, Kean, so that people can look at it?
I'm gonna put it on loop in the video.
All right,
so it's gonna be playing beside us while we're talking about this.
That's good.
Go ahead.
So,
you want to talk about
yeah,
it?
for me, I have I have what's his dick? I have
Justin Fields.
I have Justin Fields number 1 because to me he looks the most fluid. It seems like, I mean, his motions just look like his face and his hips move at the same time. Everything's like moving together.
I see what you mean. He looks
Yeah.
smooth.
Because he's not hopping at all. If that's what
Correct.
you mean.
Yeah.
My middle two, CJ and God damn it, CJ and Deshaun. I could flip those either way. I honestly couldn't care who could go either way. But the reason that I have Jordan Love in last is because I'm seeing his hips move while he's still looking at the other target and then shift over. I'm like, that it just looks wrong. Like I don't like his footwork. His feet move before his eyes. It's like he's slow in the head, and
Slow in the head.
that's literally what it looks like. Like his hips move, then his head moves.
Sloppy, slow head.
I just don't like it.
Isaac.
I think Fields definitely had the best one. His feet definitely move the best, which it obviously does because he's the most athletic one in this class of these 4 people. I didn't like Stroud's hopping, but again, here's the bottom line. I'm not a quarterback coach. I've never once played quarterback ever, so I really don't know what it's supposed to look like. But I do know what looks natural to me and what looks normal to me, and that's why I thought Fields and Watson looked the best too.
What I said to Mink whenever I was texting to him about this kind of pissed him off. So, but what I said was I don't really know how much you can take away from this drill, because me personally, if I was like an evaluator, I would want to see a real more in-game like situation. Because here they're going. Here's what I said. They're going.
Deshaun Watson's wearing a ball cap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here they're going through imaginary reads and dancing around an imaginary pocket with an imaginary pass rush. Caitlin Clark could do this and look professional, in my opinion. Like
I could go out there and look the same as them.
Exactly. Like how much they're turn. I don't know. It's just everything. I'd rather watch them practice against real pass rushers who are actually trying, maybe not actually tackling the quarterback and then trying to sack them, with real cornerbacks who are covering the wide receivers, and then so that they're actually maneuvering in the pocket the way that they have to, because in the NFL game, everything goes to shit so fast. Nothing is as you prepared for it. You can't imagine how an NFL game is going to go because you don't know who's going to break through the line at what time the wide receiver is going to get open. So I don't care where they're turning their heads looking at imaginary wide receivers. You can tell watching Deshaun Watson, the first guy, that he's just turning his head from side to side looking at each wall. Like, you can tell they're not actually looking at real wide receivers. I don't know. I don't take anything from this drill. I care more about this drill, like, from guys who are actually learning the quarterback position.
I would say
like
high schoolers.
High schoolers, exactly.
Because they have to move their feet well and then move their head.
And that's exactly why in the background of this video there's high schoolers there, because I'm guessing they're at like a high school camp teaching kids how to play the quarterback at.
Why are they Justin Fields teaching then?
That's what I was wondering too.
You know, I'm actually gonna like the longer I watch this, I'm actually gonna switch Jordan Love and Deshaun Watson.
See?
Like the longer I watch Deshaun Watson, he does look the worst. And I'll put Jordan Love at 3 and Deshaun Watson at 4.
Personally, to wrap up what I was saying, I don't care what this drill looks like at all, honestly, because to me it matters what it looks like, what you look like when it all goes to poo. When you actually have pressure bearing down on you, when you actually have to find an open receiver, when you actually have to maneuver in a pocket so you don't get contacted or sacked, so you can make a clean throw, make the right read. This, like, yeah, I guess it's cool. Justin Fields has quick feet, but
Well, I think what they're doing is going through the reads.
But there's not, you can tell there's nobody running routes. The way Deshaun Watson was just turning his head.
Yeah,
And the
Deshaun Watson
and the way
was.
Jordan Love doesn't turn his head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Jordan-
why I don't even know if they're doing the same drill. Because also they fake the handoff on different sides. Like C.J. Stroud fakes it to the left, Justin Fields fakes it to the right.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a simulation of them going through the reads, like how
Yeah, that's
what
exactly
it
what
would
it
look
is, yeah.
like. But if that's the situation, I'd still put Justin Fields at 1 because I feel like it's very fluid, and I think that's how it should be. It shouldn't be snappy. Like you want to be able to fluidly process
It's
it.
like dancing. I bet you Justin Fields is a good dancer.
Probably is.
I bet you he's the best dancer of this group of 4 people.
Was C.J. Stroud on Dancing with the Stars, or am I imagining things?
You're probably imagining things.
He was not.
I'm thinking of someone else then.
Yeah, a lot of football players have been on Dancing with the Stars, but not C.J. Stroud, at least not yet.
The thing that sets C.J. Stroud over the top for me for being first is he looks like he's going through the drill the most meaningful, because it looks like when he goes through his different reads, it looks like he's actually ready to throw right now when he looks at him, compared to Deshaun just throwing his head back and forth, Jordan Love not even looking, and Justin Fields never like having the ball ready. He just keeps it down.
What do you mean?
It looks like he's ready to tuck it. He's not even ready to throw.
That's his throwing position.
Well, he is not ready to throw. Look at him. Look.
CJ Stroud is holding it.
You see what I mean?
CJ Stroud is holding it in the same spot.
No. Watch
Yes.
C.J. Stroud's hands.
Deshaun's are higher. Deshaun's are definitely
Yeah,
higher.
and Deshaun's more
are
ready to
chest
throw.
high.
Look at C.J. Stroud's hands. He's actually ready. See, he's patting the ball every time he turns.
That doesn't.
We don't
mean
have a ball
anything.
in here, but Justin Fields is holding the ball with the same in both. He's not ready. Look at that.
He's ready to do what he does best, run.
Tuck it. He's ready to tuck it.
What this shows me is that Jordan Love has a long windup.
Yes, he does.
And, yeah, and he has like a huge hitch step,
Yeah.
And he's also he's definitely the biggest one in this of these 4 people.
which he helps compensate with his little quick flicky release that he learned from Aaron Rodgers.
But
Correct.
to put a little bow on this, everybody's gonna see a ton of off-season workouts on social media just go crazy, and like the caption's always gonna be like why do like QB1 season coming? Just take everything that you see with a grain of salt, because like we said, we don't know what's going on in this drill, and personally I wouldn't take a whole lot away from it, but evaluators do, and people on social media get hyped about everything. So
And PFF is always posting stupid stuff. Like
They are.
They posted whenever the running back signed Rashad Penny, they posted Panthers' new running back room with the eyes emoji, or they posted like Titans' new wide receiver room with the fire emoji. Then everyone in the comments is like, the only thing I'm scared of here is they made some comment about the fire. I don't know.
it's all
But
for
yeah.
clicks, fellas.
Yeah,
It's all
exactly.
for clicks. If you want some real good shit content, you come to us.
Damn straight. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's a classic.
That's good.
It
I've
is
actually
a
heard of that
classic.
one before.
Yeah. All right,
That's
Kian,
why
take us to
Isaac
apparently.
likes,
Yes,
dog
sir. The final segment of our episode today. Apparently, earlier in the offseason, the Vikings had informed Kirk Cousins that they would take their QB of the future high in the NFL draft per Albert Breer. That, paired with the team's hesitancy to guarantee money, meant that Cousins would most likely have been on the move in 2025. This leads to Kirk signing a 4-year, $180 million contract with the Falcons, as we know, and then Atlanta proceeds to stun Kirk by drafting a quarterback even higher than Minnesota would have. So that's just ironic. And then Falcons owner Arthur Blank, this is an ongoing story for us. Blank endorsed drafting quarterback Michael Penix Jr. at number 8 overall because he wants, quote, long-term stability at the quarterback position.
Yeah, we've already talked about this a bunch, and who knows if this actually happened, because it is the apparently section, so it's not news, it's a rumor.
Rumor.
There's a
They could just be trying to protect themselves here, saying that they didn't blindside Kirk. that's all I got. Who knows if it's actually true or not?
As I believe that most of us agree on, building a team around the quarterback before getting your quarterback is much more important, because as people like different positions retire earlier, like a corner will retire before an offensive or defensive lineman, and so on and so forth. So if you can, like, you got to build your team first. Like if you have a amazing team, like the Browns right now, their quarterback, I would say, is bottom 20. Like below 20.
So you mean not top 10? Oh, I thought you meant not top 10.
I don't think he's top 20.
Are you talking about like out of? Oh, okay. Sometimes the hardest path is only seen by a true visionary.
Where is he coming up with these?
Anyways, go on,
But
please.
yeah, if the Browns were able to get someone like Caleb Williams, if he went to the Browns, he would be in a much better position.
Then the Bears?
Yeah.
This
I
is
would
a-
say so.
What?
For a team to win, not for him.
Wow.
Like for the team to win.
As far as
Like
defense.
I guarantee you, if he went to the Browns, they would win more games than if he went to the Bears.
They're going to win 8 games and 9 games this year in Chicago.
Yes, but if he went to the Browns, then the Browns would win probably 12 games.
I don't know. This year,
Yes.
they're in the hardest division in the NFL.
They are, but they also have one of the best rounded teams in the NFL.
Two things. First, I didn't realize that my man, College Paul Molly, was hanging on poor old man Joe Flacco.
Oh, I forgot I put that there.
It's like the movie with like the very old monkey and the little young monkey on the back.
Yeah.
That's what this is right here. And secondly, this is a genius line from Isaac. What was the line?
Beauty's the only one likes its way.
No, the one after that.
Beauty is only
No,
one.
sometimes something about true visionary. Oh,
Oh,
The hardest path is seen by only a true visionary.
yeah.
no, it wasn't that.
Something like that.
Anyways,
You
that
guys can
Isaac.
start calling me Socrates over here.
By that, Isaac means that sometimes to find the right path, you need a true visionary, and that true visionary is in the form of a head coach.
Yep.
So he's saying that for the Chicago Bears to get to the promised land, they need a true visionary, a head coach that is not
I disagree.
whoever they have.
Matty Eberflus.
Yeah.
I disagree. It's a GM.
Well, GM
Well, they
can
hire
only,
the head coach, so
I personally think that GM is more important than head coach.
depends on how much power they have.
If we're talking about Steelers, yeah, one thing that Omar Khan has made me realize whenever he's been out there slaughtering the rest of the league and bringing in some good talent to make the team better, it makes me realize how terrible Kevin Colbert was as a GM.
Yeah, me too.
Because just watching Kevin Colbert draft every year was absolute hell.
Yeah.
And I don't know
And-
what he was thinking most of the time.
And make moves or not make moves.
Yeah.
Our first round pick was always irrelevant. Some people were just flat stupid.
Me.
It fell right into your trap.
But I can see what you're saying, Cletus. I think GM is very important. GM needs to bring all the right pieces together for the head coach to be able to bake the cake.
I'd
Can you
rather
bake
have a
a
great
cake?
head coach
Mistake.
or a great GM and a mediocre head coach than a great head coach and a mediocre GM.
You can't win with a mediocre head coach.
Yeah, you can. If you have a great GM to make an amazing team.
Name a team in the last, as long as you can remember, this one with a mediocre coach.
Well, it's so
New York
hard
Giants.
to know how much the
Tom
players.
Coughlin?
Yeah.
I don't really know how bad he
I
was.
don't-
He was a legend in New York.
You can win 6 games a season and be a legend in New York.
Yeah, just look at Daniel Jones.
He's not going to be QB1 this year, though.
No, but he was a legend at one point.
Yeah, he actually cost me a fancy win when he fell down like the 2-yard line. He ran like 80 yards. I needed like 2 more points and he fell down.
The turf
Daniel
monster.
Jones is my dynasty quarterback 2 right now, behind Jared Goff.
So, Gliz, I'm not disagreeing with your point, but I would prefer a B+ GM and B+ coach and just call it a day.
So you want mid.
So the Steelers right now. Well, no, Steelers probably have A+, B+.
I'm not a big fan of Mike Tomlin.
Let's talk about Omar Khan.
Omar Khan's an A+. I don't care what you say. I
So
think
far,
he's best GM in the league.
So
And the
far,
two-
he's-
No!
Yeah.
don't say that, Goose.
No!
Okay.
Who?
Okay, good. Veach, are you gonna say Veach?
That's one of them.
Roseman.
That's the other one.
Oh, are you thinking of a third?
Okay.
Brad Holmes?
If Howie Roseman was that great of a GM, then what's his name would be gone.
Sirianni?
Yeah.
He
Nick
can't
Sirianni.
fire Sirianni. He went to the owner. The ownership said no.
He is.
Roseman did go to the ownership?
Yeah.
He's pretty much the ownership.
That was the apparently.
Oh.
That's
There's an
my-
apparently here? Oh, that's your
That was
apparently.
my apparently. I saw he wanted to fire him and he wouldn't let him.
I have no reason to make Omar Khan not an A+ so far.
Yeah, in 2 seasons,
He's only
he
done it
has
for.
turned-
He's only done it for 2 years.
Yeah,
Roseman's
yeah.
done it for 20.
That's why I have no reason to
And
make
Brett
him
Veach
not
has
an
done
A+.
it for a long time.
Let's.
too.
What was the Steelers' last draft class? Because I feel like most of them are like at least role players at the very
First
minimum.
one was the tackle. What's his name?
Cole.
No, he was brought in as a free agent. Hang on, I'm pulling it.
But still, there's no
Basic
reason to make Omar Khan not an A+.
Again.
That's like me having a 4.0 in the first 2 years of college and saying I'm a genius, and you saying no, you're not. I'm gonna say why. Like, you have no reason to say that I'm not. You have no reason to say Omar Khan isn't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Omar Khan's not a good GM. I'm just saying he's not a legend. That's like saying
Oh, yeah,
I
he's
never
not a
said
you
legend,
got a
yeah.
4.0 after 2 years.
I never
there's
said
key in
I
that.
never said he was a legend.
You said he's the best GM in the NFL right now.
That doesn't make him a legend.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Bill Belichick was a legend last year, and he wasn't the best head coach.
Yeah, I don't think he's the best GM in the league, but I think he has an A+ so far.
I'm just saying he's not the best GM in the NFL. You can make an argument for him.
Best and
But-
legends are two completely different things.
I wouldn't say Veach. I think his ass is saved a lot by Patrick Mahomes.
Okay,
And
and
Andy
he had a
Reid.
vision for that. See?
True visionary.
I mean, if you, Kevin Colbert brought in Ben Roethlisberger. I wouldn't call him a great GM. Yeah. Broken clock is right. It strikes. It's
right
right
twice a
day. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Now, Brett Veach is better than Kevin Colbert. Don't get me wrong, but I would.
He also hit on all those defensive backs the last 3 years when they were all
He
drafted.
did, but it also helps to have Spags as your defensive.
It does. And who
coordinator.
hired his Spags?
The owner?
Him and Andy Reid interviewed Steve Spagnuolo and hired him.
Yeah, the GM doesn't. They don't hire head coaches.
Yeah, they do. They interview head coaches. They're
I
part
thought that
of.
was like mostly the owner.
They have a good say in who gets the. I mean,
The owner gets the final
owner gets
say.
the
the owner
final
gets
say.
final say if he
Right.
wants someone, but the GM is one who says this is who I think we should hire.
So who hires GMs?
The owners. And then if the coach is already
So-
in place, they'll interview him and see if they
So
can
if
get
the
along with him.
GM doesn't hire the coaches, then I
No. The assistant coaches are hired by like the offense coordinator,
coach.
defense coordinator, more than likely are brought in by like Jeff Halfley. Matt LaFleur wanted Jeff Halfley. He
Yeah.
said, "This is who I want." Brian, I'm a goose. Said, "Okay, whatever."
He's building his cabinet.
But anyways, if Brian Gutekunst didn't want Jeff Halfley, he could have stepped in and said no.
Ah.
But what if the owner wanted Jeff Halfley?
There is no owner in Green Bay.
Okay, but a different organization.
There's got to be like a president of football.
The owner can whip out his
operations.
big dick card anytime he wants.
Yeah, he's the one with the
Yeah,
money.
he's the one that pays
Okay,
everyone.
yeah. Well, if that's the case, then I think it's way more important to have an elite head coach and an elite GM.
It's like the CEO going to the owner of a company saying like, "Hey, we should go build a new building here," and then the CEO and the owner of the company goes to the bank and says, "I want a loan so I can build a building here." The bank could always lay their big dick card out and be like, "Okay, well here's 100% interest," and the owner's gonna be like, "Oh hell no."
Isn't the bank the NFL?
No, the bank would be the owner because we're talking about GMs.
What is
and
the
all
question
that.
you guys are asking?
I don't know what we're talking about.
We were debating which is better to have, a great GM or a great head coach.
I just should put mid at both positions and hope you get the quarterback right.
Just hope that broken clock strikes right.
Anyways, I'm ready to move on to the next rumor.
Yeah, apparently, quote, ultimately he still has to win that job, and we're not gonna give it away. So we'll see what happens in camp, is what Patriots head coach Gerard Mayo said about Drake May via Coach Speak Index.
Good thing they drafted him at third to maybe not even start him.
There's no way he wins the job.
Over Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett should start till Thanksgiving.
Yeah, at least.
You got to let Patrick Mahomes sat for a year. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years.
Who's ahead of Patrick Mahomes? Is it Alex
Smith.
Okay, well that's
Alex
capable.
Smith was very good.
He
Not
was
very good.
He
He was pretty good
got him to
before
the playoffs.
before his leg died.
He'd be
All
average.
I'm saying is, you can't tell me Drake May can't sit at least 6 or 7 weeks because Pat Mahomes sat for a whole year. Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years.
I
Drake
bet.
May needs to sit for at least a year.
I bet Drake May is starting by week 6 because
That's
the
what I was gonna
fans
say.
and
gosh.
the whole. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the
Well-
right move, but I'm saying the fans and the team will get impatient whenever they're not winning games because the team is terrible around the quarterback.
They
That's-
better have a hell of a quarterback coach in New England.
That's the only good thing about being a Packer fan because there's no ownership that's pressing. Like, hey, we wasted a first-round pick on this guy. You better play him ASAP.
We got to sell tickets.
Yeah.
You know what NFL teams need to tell their fans?
Be realistic.
Trust the process.
How's that working for them?
Well,
That was a complete bust.
They'll win the championship next year.
No, they won't.
Oh, they will.
Joel Embiid is the biggest
The
pussy
GOAT.
I've ever met in my life.
I love that guy. What do you mean? LeBron James flops all the time.
He at least has done something in his career.
That's true. He does have some rings.
And he has the old Joel Embiid hasn't even gone out of the second round of the playoffs in his life.
So whenever you win a ring, that's when you're allowed to flop.
Please, you're getting off your point. Your argument was the Sixers are going to win the title next year. The Sixers are never going to win a title with Joel Embiid as their best player.
Joel Embiid isn't even the best player on that team.
Tyrese Maxey is their best player.
Yeah.
So now they're going to win it next year because Tyrese Maxey is number 1. Joel Embiid is number 2.
How old is Joel now?
I don't know. I don't.
He's not that old. He's
33?
like 28, 29.
Yeah, he's in mid to high 20s. They can't even get out of the first round, Cletus.
Because Embiid was playing off an injury.
He gets hurt every year.
He'll be better next year.
People don't get more healthy the older they get. Believe it or not.
That's
Even
very...
Kean, if you got someone that get hurt every single year, you think when they get even older, then they're gonna be healthy?
No.
Didn't work for. Oh, actually, it did work for
Tom
Derrick
Brady.
Rose.
Yeah, it worked
He was
for Derrick
he was
Rose.
more healthy when he was young.
Until he got injured.
Yeah, when he started tearing
And
his ACLs.
he got injured when he was young, but then he was better after he got off his injury.
No!
Joel Embiid's 30.
Tom Brady once he stopped eating meat.
He stopped eating meat?
I think so.
Yeah, he's eating
They
beans.
call him the plant man.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, trust him. He knows what he's doing.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Get Joel
We should
Embiid.
have talked about his roast session, too.
Yeah, we should.
The little bit that I saw, that was hilarious. I can't believe that they were allowed to actually put something like that on Netflix.
Yeah, like racial slurs.
It gives me hope for society
Well,
once again.
there was Tony Ratcliffe.
Tony.
Kevin Hart.
There was Kevin. Well, Kevin Hart was hosting it.
Yeah, those two comedians on there were terrible.
What? Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura?
No, there were two other ones on there.
Kevin Hart?
No.
Tony?
Who's Tony?
Tony, he like has a higher pitched voice, has the faux hawk kind of hair.
Maybe. I don't know. There was
He's
two
like-
of them up there at one point. They were like the opposite of funny.
What did they look like?
I mean, I laughed my ass
I
off.
don't know.
for
They're
most
standing
of
on two other sides of the screen.
Yeah, that's Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer.
No, I know Bert Kreischer. Actually, it might have been. Yeah, they weren't funny.
Those are the two biggest names in comedy right now.
And they're not funny.
You don't like Bert Kreischer? We watched him in Florida.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
it.
They're
Flo
not funny.
Rida.
What?
I remember that. You know who is funny? Very funny.
Who?
Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
He's good. Those other two guys are
He's
terrible.
actually the biggest name in comedy right now.
Well, apparently. Go ahead.
Was
Waiting for it.
Theo Vaughn the biggest name in comedy about a month or two ago?
No, it's still
No.
Shane Gillis.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm done.
It's
Okay.
always been Shane Gillis.
Well,
Not Shane Osborne.
Beautiful dogs.
Does he say that? Oh yeah, his Trump impressions are great.
His special is called Beautiful Dogs.
Actually, you know who the biggest name in comedy right now actually is?
Oh,
Joe Biden?
Joe Biden. That's not comedy. That's
Yeah, it
streaming.
is. It's comedy.
It's streaming.
it makes people laugh.
It makes people laugh. It's comedy.
I like how me and Cleese have the same answer of Joe Biden.
That's a good idea.
We use dogs, beautiful dogs.
Yeah, he's good. We should have watched him in Florida. He would have been way better.
Was he in Florida?
No, we were watching. Remember we
Oh,
watched we
yeah.
watched the Fast and Furious movies
I
at
don't
night.
think his special wasn't out
And-
while we were down
Bert Kreischer in the morning. Fast and
You
Furious.
guys are inbreds.
Wait, no, listen to the schedule every
yeah,
morning.
this is
Bert
good.
Kreischer or some other comedian in the morning.
I hate
get
stand-up comedy.
get drunk from 10 a.m. until about midnight.
Nah. I'd say till about 7.
I usually blocked
Till
out
7.
around 1.
Please, Dad.
Till 7. Then we regroup.
Yeah.
Have some mac and cheese, hot dogs, hamburgers.
Sober up
I'm
slightly.
still sleeping.
Get way drunker again.
Yeah.
And then you can continue.
And then by about 2 a.m., come home from the bar.
And I put on
Fast and
Fast and Furious. We got through like 8 of them.
We got through
All of them.
Yeah, I was sleeping on the couch out here. Whoom, whoom.
and then you hear
Family.
It's been a long
It was a hell of a time.
day.
In 7 days and 7 nights, we got through how many hours do you think worth of Fast and Furious movies? Let's see, 10 of them. Each about like
It was-
3 hours.
Yeah, it was
Like
probably
like
like
30
20,
hours.
22 hours of Fast and Furious movies.
We gotta do that in Nashville now.
I ain't watching no movies in Nashville.
No, you didn't listen to the schedule. Stand-up
Listen,
comedians.
I'm in a committed relationship, but you ain't gonna leave Broadway girls alone, Carson.
I'm leaving them alone.
No.
Broadway guys, though.
I'll smash your Clemson
No,
shirt.
my helmet. Those are expensive.
You have to start off the morning with. You have to start off the morning with cinnamon
Stand-up
toast
comedians.
crunch.
Stand-up
Stand-up comedians.
Hannah
Cinnamon Toast
Montana.
Crunch. Cinnamon toast crunch at 10 a.m.
With
This is when it
Fireball.
starts. With Fireball
Yeah.
and milk, and then you get drunk till 7 p.m. Sober up, eat dinner.
So
Then
apparently,
you get drunker at night. Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently, Broncos ranked quarterbacks randomly on the draft board to hide their interest in quarterback Bo Nix. Sean Payton thought he was the funniest guy ever when he was talking about this. I don't know. I don't know if this means that they had Bo Nix ranked first, because
This could mean one of two things to me. One is Sean Payton was actually just playing games like he said, because he also said he was like faking about how he was going to trade up so other teams would trade up to get ahead of him. And this goes along with that. Or number two, taking a page out of Isaac's book, they're just saying this so that because Bo Nix, it came out that Bo Nix was lower on their board. So now they're saying that it was just randomly ranked. And to take a page out of Isaac's book, this is like when you have 3 girls to go for options, okay?
You got
have,
your roster.
you have them ranked 1, 2, 3. Go
I'm
after
intrigued.
1. Nope, she doesn't want you. Okay. Go after 2.
She has an STD.
She has an STD. Go after 3. She wants it. You know, you were always first on. You were always first.
We've
and
all been
I
there.
You know,
Yeah.
you are the best looking girl that I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
on
That
my
was a good
Snap.
one,
You're
Carson.
the best.
I'm gonna pass those on.
You're the
you.
best
Yeah.
looking girl I have on my Snapchat. I just love the folds that you have.
Yeah, and that's what Sean Payton's
The
doing
what?
here.
The folds that you have. Third on the roster. Whatever.
coaches talk about it
Oh,
all the time.
I know what he's saying. We don't talk to those ones, Cleese. Only you do.
Well, he
No,
does.
those are the best ones
We,
to talk
we
to.
would, but he takes them all.
Yeah. I suck them all in. I'm like a
Vacuum.
vacuum.
Shot vac.
The shot vac gets clogged a lot though.
Coaches talk about it all the time. It's that when first stringer goes down, it's that next man up mentality. Next woman up mentality.
Yeah. Till they find out that they were third on the list. Then you got
Yeah, what's
then you got to
the-
give them the
hey.
old Sean Payton.
Before, I have actually told a girl, like, you were my first option.
And how would she think about that?
Well, it was like my last serious relationship before this one I'm in now. And she held that against me for a while.
Well, I wonder why.
Gotta get over it. Suck up your pride.
Wow. Well,
That's true. Be happy you got picked.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
It's
it's
like
Brock Purdy pissed that the 49ers had 6 picks before them, and they
Yeah.
waited till the 7th pick to pick them.
That's a very good point. Brock Purdy can't be like, why'd you have like those 10 guys ahead of me?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you weren't that
No,
great.
he wears that Mr. Irrelevant jersey with pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to some people that I know. They should wear pride. At least you got chosen by me.
Are you dating your Mrs. Irrelevant right now?
I'm dating my
She was
dream
the
girl.
she was the last pick.
Nah. No, I ain't
yeah.
close.
Did she get a free truck? Like the last pick? The last pick of the draft gets a free truck.
On like a parade in Disney World or something. Yeah, they get a bunch of
Mr.
stuff.
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Oh, I know they get a truck. I
Yeah.
yeah. They're called Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah. They get like,
Sorry,
it's better
dear,
to be
I
the
cannot
last.
afford to buy you a truck, but
You can ride in his.
you can ride shotgun in mine.
You can ride.
Watch
You'll
this.
you'll be
no.
her truck.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay. Apparently, the Raiders had a coin flip between Terry and Arnold and Brock Bowers at number 13 via next round ride.
Yeah, this is so. I wish it would land on Terry and Arnold so Brock Bowers could actually do something with his career and his talent. But now he's stuck in this terrible organization that is going to use him how they should. And
they have Mayer in front of him.
I mean, I think they
No,
made the right
no.
choice, though. I'd much rather have Brock Bowers than Terry and Arnold. I don't care who my tight end 2 is.
yeah, it's kind of funny because then Terry and Arnold fell away in the draft. So
Yeah,
Brock Bowers wouldn't have fell.
No.
So if they would have, oh wait, no, never mind.
They could have traded up. They could have taken. No, never. Well, yeah, they could have traded up and got both the guys they wanted.
They wanted a quarterback.
Yep, but they clearly didn't want him with that pick, so they were like,
well, they didn't have any quarterbacks left. They all went in the top 12.
That's true. This is so they could have drafted.
Iggy.
Yeah, they could have drafted Iggy. They could have drafted Brock Bowers and then traded up in the draft to get Terry on Arnold later whenever they were
Like
watching
traded back
him.
into the first round.
Yeah, whenever they were watching him drop. They could have gotten both the guys they wanted, but they were like, no, we'll take this guy
And then, oh my gosh, he's dropping.
Where did
oh my
Terrion
God,
Arnold go?
He's all the way down to like 26.
24.
There's no way in hell they would have got 2 first-rounders.
They could have traded back 10 picks and got Terry Arnold and had more draft capital.
That's what they should have done. There's no way they could have got Brock and Terrion Arnold.
They didn't know that he was going to drop that much.
Yeah.
That was the furthest a defensive player, any defensive player has been picked, like ever. So it was outside of the top 15.
Yeah, Latu was first at 15.
Yeah.
This has been all over Steelers media this week. So apparently, Steelers running back Jalen Warren says their special teams coordinator considered having quarterback Justin Fields return kicks with the new kickoff rules via Not Just Football.
This is all yap. Let's move on.
Yeah, please don't do this. He's going to get injured, and he's
It's all
a good
yap.
quarterback.
It's all
and-
yap. They're just yapping.
Yeah, he's a good rusher, but I think he gets an advantage because he's a quarterback, so people are scared to hit him.
It's all yap.
And then Justin Fields still gets hurt most years.
Yeah.
Quote, it's a night and day difference, I would say, with their leadership, is what Jalen Warren said on having Russell Wilson / Justin Fields in the quarterback room instead of Kenny Pickett.
Kenny, you suck.
This aligns well with the reports that Kenny was a terrible leader and selfish. And Russ is known to be a good leader, even though he's corny. So this makes sense.
Maybe
Well-
Kenny has small hands.
He does.
And maybe that's why he's mad.
Whenever
wears
you
two
get
gloves.
whenever you get drafted 2 rounds above what you're projected to go at, I feel like that comes with it.
You just get kind of cocky. You're like,
Yeah.
man, I am the man.
I am the shit of the town.
And you're the first quarterback taken in the draft.
Turns out he actually was the
He
shit
was
of the town.
the shit
yeah.
in the town. He thought he was the shit of the town. No, he was the shit in the town. He's like
he's working down on the sewer lines.
yeah. He's like all of San Francisco's streets.
Are they filled with shit?
Shit in the towns.
He might be handling Jalen Hurts' shit if they decide that now he's going to be a career backup on the Eagles, and maybe they'll put him in to be a pusher for the tush push.
He's not going to be a career backup. He's got like maybe 1 year left, 2 years left, and he's going to be done playing football.
He's going to be a solid UFL player.
That's actually the best thing ever.
That's best case scenario for him.
Yeah, he's going to be like
Matt Corral.
AJ McCarron, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him too. AJ McCarron is top of that league.
He's a stallion.
He's a stallion.
Actually, is he a stallion?
I think he is a Birmingham stallion.
Birmingham stallion?
No. He's a
Oh, that's that like Asian,
Battlehawk. He's
Asian?
St. Louis Battlehawk.
Who's the Asian guy on?
Matt Corral.
No.
Adrian Martinez.
Yeah, is he the stallion?
Jackie
Yeah,
Chan.
they're both stallions. Matt
okay.
Corral and Adrian Martinez.
You're close.
Kim Jong-un.
Very close. You're narrowing it down.
And as Isaac alluded to earlier, apparently, quote, Drew Lock has a really good shot to beat out Daniel Jones as the #1 quarterback on the Giants depth chart per Move the Sticks podcast.
Because he's got a horse cock.
This makes me very happy to hear because so often whenever quarterbacks get a big contract, the team feels obligated to stick with them.
Change.
Yeah, so I'm happy that they're actually giving Drew Lock
Like the
chance.
Patriots
what?
with Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
This is basically the same situation. One of these guys has Tom Brady level talent.
Oh, to go back to
That'd
the
be Drew Lock.
Patriots, if it's an open competition in the Patriots, I hope they give Joe Milton a chance too, because he's the same as Drake May
Yeah.
Drake means
With a
better.
stronger arm.
and a better rusher.
Drake means better.
No.
Open minds, open door. What? There's no S on the doors.
Doors.
What do you mean?
Open doors.
Oh, there we go. Good. Good.
Open door.
I, very
intelligent once again.
Just one door.
So he's saying here that the Giants having an open mind could open doors for this offense because Drew Lock could unlock this offense and
No, it only opens door.
I'm leaving my career and going into philosophy after this.
really good. I'm going to say if I wanted so both of these guys are inaccurate quarterbacks who have not shown a whole lot in their NFL careers. But if I wanted an inaccurate quarterback, at least give me the guy who's athletic. So give me Daniel Jones. to start.
see, I
What
want.
about, dude, Drew Lock should remind you of Sam Howell.
No.
Yeah, I'd rather give it to the guy that has some fire and he plays with some passion and a big ding dong.
Yeah.
And
Drew-
he has good moxie rather than the guy that's.
I will give Sam Howell a backhanded compliment. He plays super hard and he wants to win.
He does.
That's what Drew Lock wants to do. Daniel Jones, I don't think gives a shit to win.
I don't think so either. He's just scared of everything.
I think he's a little drugged up.
I think he is.
He's a
I
little
think
drugged
he is
up and just floating, going with the flow.
I think he's the ultimate super raw quarterback. Now this guy is so raw that you just killed that chicken, stuck it in the freezer. It's like frozen. He's frozen like this. He's so raw. He has got some wheels on him if he doesn't trip over himself. He can make some throws sometimes if you're looking. Sometimes. But he just hasn't shown anything yet. But I don't know.
I say give him a chance because he's a true wide receiver 1 now, so he could be like Josh Allen. He gets unlocked.
I don't know. I mean, Daniel Jones at least had 1 good year with Brian Dable. Drew Lock has had no good years in the NFL.
No, he's had a whole bunch of mid-careers that are filled with lots of fans.
Daniel Jones had half
That
of
too.
the season.
You know,
Listen,
Drew Lock's a father now, so he could be a changed man.
have you ever watched the movie Moneyball?
No.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know about
twice.
baseball.
Twice, actually.
On the
they're-
clock.
When they're in there talking about like prospects and Billy Bean's like, the beginning of the movie, Billy's like, this is so stupid. And he's like,
It's baseball,
you know,
right?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, his girlfriend's like a 6 at best. We need to have these
That's Mink.
conversations.
That's Mink. Mink says that.
Mink?
Mink is that
I
guy.
think I say Mink's girlfriend's a 6 at best.
This could actually be a fair point, Isaac, because losers date losers, winners date winners, generally.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You guys ever just look at a couple and it's like, man, they're like the perfect level of attractiveness for each other. It's like,
Yeah, but
they're
to be
attract-
fair, actually, in Isaac's point, sometimes you're like, man, that's like Beauty and the Beast. But maybe it's because this guy's a hidden gem, so that's why he's with her. So maybe if you have
it just means he has a big dick.
that aligns with Drew Lock.
Trust me, that doesn't work.
How would you know, Cletus?
It works
Just
for
guessing.
You got a friend?
it works
guessing.
for what you're after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Penetration.
works.
Because when you're with, let me give you some math here.
Oh, good.
All right,
2 inches of fat turns an 8-inch cock down to a 6-inch cock.
but still the biggest they've ever had.
Not when they were skinny.
Were they ever?
I have no idea.
If they were skinny at one point, then anything above 6 inches would beat you.
That's true.
So that's why.
I think we've lost every last listener we ever had after
Yeah.
this subject.
Yeah.
No, we need to talk about more cocks. So, would you prefer a BBC?
Hold on, Cletus. Okay, hold on. Probably 90% of our audience is men.
Yeah.
And men really don't like talking about, yin
No, they
yangs.
love talking
They
about
like talking about, the Hooters.
All right, here's for the
All right,
men.
let's talk about
The
No,
average
can't say that.
ejaculation. Oh, wait.
Like, we talking about distance?
No,
One-
I'm talking about ounces.
One
apparently.
load. Actually, this is more for the ladies looking to
We have no ladies that listen to
gain
this.
some muscles.
Oh, protein.
Like transfer
One
testosterone?
load of jizz has about as much protein as an egg white.
Is egg
Oh,
whites good?
13 grams.
4 ounces.
13 grams protein.
But you'd actually have to drink nearly 4 ounces of semen to match the protein of one egg white.
All right, this is disgusting.
Now,
I ain't gonna lie.
the real question that we need to ask here
Yeah.
is
Fine.
how many ounces are in a load?
Are you talking OG Mudbone or?
Okay,
Well, how many days are we going in between?
ounces to milliliters. We gotta do the ounces to milliliters conversion here.
Why do you want to get milliliters?
Well, it gave me the average ejaculation in milliliters.
I bet you it's 1 ounce.
Okay, well,
Depends how long you store up for.
Yeah,
That's what he was
if
talking
you're
about,
go-
yeah.
that's why I said like 1 day, maybe a quarter ounce. 3 days, I'll give it an ounce.
it's anywhere between 0.07 and 0.14 ounces per load. So that means you need to drink about 4 loads to equate an egg white. That's a lot of loads.
Gangbang.
Soggy biscuit. That's a protein-filled biscuit.
protein shake.
You need one before and after the gym. One soggy biscuit before, one soggy
Hey
biscuit
boys, do you have a
after.
soggy biscuit for me whenever I get back
Is
from
that
the gym?
what you guys are gonna do for me whenever I come back from the gym? Men can
Yeah, change that to stomach and that's better. Actually, that one's true as well.
I didn't even read it.
It's a good one.
Men can't control the size of their penis, but women can control the size of their ass.
Does that penis pump that Austin Powers have actually do anything?
That says "womb."
Yes. He's forgetting some letters today. All right,
There
let's
we
get
go.
to the next rumor because
Yeah.
we've been speaking facts for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Aaron Rodgers has offered to let the Jets rookie wide receiver Malachi Corley stay in his guest house, per My Sports Update. And then Jordan Schultz said, quote, "This kid is Deebo Samuel 2.0. He gives high praise to the Jets rookie."
Omar
Malachi
Rogers
Corley.
is all buttered about this. He's like, you didn't offer to let me live with him when I was in
Yeah.
Green
Hey,
Bay.
you think they're having breakfast together?
I think he's gonna have like, hey, these are some good shrooms. This is some good Brazilian marijuana, and I'll let you know when the NFL is going to test you because I control the NFL because I'm one of their biggest
Because
stars.
he's the vice president.
Once again, I have two options here.
Do the adult thing.
No. Well, no. So the first option is
Kidnapping.
Malachi Corley does not have the money to afford his own housing right now. So Aaron Rodgers is just being a nice guy because he's always high, so he really doesn't care if anyone stays there. And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll help a guy out. And the second option is they're actually liking each other, and they're having that because before the Cooper Cup Triple Crown season, him and Matt Stafford always went out for breakfast and coffee in the morning. So if they're forming that same bond, then it could be game over for defenses.
I really like Malachi Corley. I wouldn't say he's Deebo Samuel 2.0, but I'd say he's Deebo Samuel light.
Yeah, he's like a Deebo Samuel 1.17.
Well, would Deebo Samuel, the real guy, be considered Deebo Samuel 1.0?
Yeah.
You're right. In that case, Malachi Corley is like a
LT.
Deebo Samuel
0.7?
0.79, I'll say.
I'd say that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but are they having breakfast together? That's what matters, and the report did not say it. So.
And are they...
What kind of
Smoking-
cereal does Aaron Rodgers
Are they-
eat?
What?
Wheatios?
Cheerios,
Like
I
weed?
think.
No, probably like
Wheatios.
Wheaties. Like, it'd be Wheaties, but
yeah.
not wheat. It's like weed.
And also the real question here is, in this house, what does their schedule look like? Do they wake up in the morning, watch stand-up comedians, get drunk and high from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., then eat dinner, sober up a little
Well,
bit,
if I can
then get
watch-
super drunk to 2 a.m.,
Yep.
and then when they come home, does one of
Fast
them
and Furious.
Do
turn
they
on...
watch some Fast and
Yeah,
Furious?
that's really what we
Do
need
they
now.
watch Tokyo Drift though?
Do they family?
Do they fam? Are they family?
Okay, that's cool.
So,
Isaac hates all of this.
apparently, according to Benjamin Albright of KOA Radio in Colorado, the Steelers have made calls to multiple teams in hopes of prying away a number one receiver. Those players reportedly include DK Metcalf of the Seahawks, Brandon Ayuk of the 49ers, and Cortland Sutton of the Broncos.
They already got a number one. Let him cook.
Yeah, Omar Khan's really committing to building the offense here. That's all I really care about from here. They've been rumored to Brandon Ayuk, but I don't think we want to
Pay him.
pay him.
Mike
So-
Tomlin's brother.
Yeah,
Son.
that's crazy. Yeah, they have the exact same face.
Cortland Sutton's also been poo-hooing about his contract.
Yeah, I don't like Cortland Sutton. Don't bring him.
No, don't bring him.
He made Russell Wilson look good last
Yeah,
year.
that's true.
Tell me about Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, apparently more on Rasheed Rice. It just keeps getting worse for the kid. He's being investigated for allegedly hitting a photographer at a club in Dallas on Monday night per WFA.
He knocked over Mark Schaefer.
So Keenan and I were actually talking about this last night, and I was like, "What's he doing in Dallas? He should be in Kansas City." And then Keenan brought the point up to me. He went to SMU, which is
Do you know what that stands for, Isaac?
Southern Methodist University.
He
Wow,
did. He
very
got the
good.
Methodist part, yeah.
yeah, which is in Dallas County.
Correct.
And
You know what quarterback went to SMU?
Quarterback. What? Quarterback or cornerback?
Oh, quarter.
I know Elijah Moore went there.
Elijah Moore did go there.
Quarterback.
I got nothing.
SMU. Is he still playing in the NFL today?
Probably.
Probably.
There has to be at least one SMU quarterback.
Oh, you don't actually know a quarterback.
No.
That was pointless.
Okay, so and then I was like, and then Keenan was like, maybe I'm like, why is he going to his alma mater? Keenan's like, maybe he grew up there. So I look it up. He was born in Philadelphia, raised in Richmond Hills or something.
Yeah.
Texas.
Oh, it was something very preppy sounding.
Yeah. And then I said, he sure has a lot of charges against him for going to a Methodist college. And that's the end of my story. This guy is really just trying to not play on the Chiefs because he got a Super Bowl, and he's like, I'm done.
He said, "Oh hell no, I'm tired of you."
I'm an
guys."
MVP.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah,
I'm
they
a
brought
lock
in.
for Canton.
Yeah.
He thinks he's going to Canton.
They brought in
He's
two
done.
receivers, so he's like, yeah, they don't need me anymore.
I originally thought that.
Good luck, fam.
I originally thought that Rasheed Rice was stupid because he's throwing away his NFL career, but really, he just wants off the Chiefs. Nobody wants to play for the Chiefs.
Oh.
I wouldn't.
Maybe he's related to Ray Rice, and Ray Rice gave him some advice.
Maybe
on how to get out of the NFL.
Maybe he knows some insider information that Patrick Mahomes is actually ass, and the team's gonna be bad next year.
He's been listening to our pod.
He's been listening.
He's
He
like,
knows.
oh my gosh, he is a system quarterback.
Yeah,
But
he knows.
But the problem with that is then he'd be like, oh crap, I'm a system wide receiver.
I gotta get.
I'm
out
about
of
to
here.
walk off this set.
He's
Actually, what we really made him realize is he gets the ball behind the line of scrimmage at any time, and almost any quarterback can do that to him. He's doing all the work himself.
Yep.
So why do all the hard work himself and give credit to a terrible quarterback? He
Yep.
might as well go do it somewhere else.
yeah.
Like, he can go
gone.
to Green Bay and do it with Jordan Love, where he'll make a terrible quarterback look great. And I'm ready to move on.
Yeah. So one more apparently to go. So apparently J.J. Watt will unretire for the Texans if head coach DeMeco Ryans asks via Pro Football Talk. He said, quote, I told DeMeco last year, I said, don't call unless you absolutely need it, but if you ever do call, I'll be there. And he knows not to call unless he absolutely needs it. This is the last year I'll tell him that because I'm not going to keep training the way that I've been training. But he knows that if he ever truly does need it, I'll be there for him. I don't anticipate that happening because they've got a very good group.
This reminds me of Charlie Puth.
He's back.
I'm only one call away.
I'll
That's
be
true.
There to save
He's only one away.
the.
Yeah, but
Today.
he's probably super out of shape now. That
Well,
he's been
when
out.
he
He said he's
No,
been
no,
training the same way.
He's trained.
Been on me.
Why would he retire?
I'm gonna sack
Because he was on
the QB.
he was on a terrible organization that wasn't going to win a Super Bowl. So he's like,
Well, maybe he'll come back to the Cardinals.
he retired because he was sick of getting injured because
What a shot.
like this thing came out before he retired that basically said nobody in this locker room cares about winning except for me, and I'm tired of them like all not giving their all during the games. I'm just injuring myself for a cause that no one else on this team cares about, so I'm retiring.
Because Kyler Murray was hurt.
So now if he actually has a chance to go to a playoff team that's in the playoffs and has a chance to win where everyone's going to be trying hard, he'll probably want to. So.
And Texas has no state income tax.
Really?
The state of Texas has
He
no
can live
state
there
income tax.
regardless.
Yeah, but he's not going to get really big in income.
I looked it up the other day. He's only 35 years old. Now, I know 35 years old is kind of old, but
Calais Campbell's 37.
Yeah.
So, or
But
30.
so J.J. Watt at
whatever,
only
38.
35. He says that he's still training the way he's been training whenever he played football. So, I don't know. I think he should be fine.
Yeah, I watched Pat McAfee talk about this, and that's pretty much everything you said was pretty much all the news that came out about it. So,
Yeah.
anything else? Alrighty then. If you guys have any suggestions, feedback, or questions you'd like answered on this pod, please comment down below or reach out to us or email lastupsportstalk at gmail.com.
Hey, Macarena.
Who the hell is the Steelers defensive coordinator? Because they never talk about him. They'll never talk about Tomlin and the offensive coordinator, which is now Arthur Smith, but was Matt Canada.
You know, we've been trying. Oh, sorry.
They never talk about the Packers OC, and it's an Irish name.
Oh, Patty.
Well, probably because
McGregor.
Matt
Patty
LaFleur runs
Penny.
that offense anyways.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur calls the all offense.
Yeah.
Tomlin calls all the defense.
Right, which is why we don't know. But anyways, Tomlin, put Dante Jackson in slot corner, damn it. That's all I have to say.
Damn you, Mike Tomlin! I'm gonna throw this football clean if you don't.
You know,
That thing is not an actual football.
Dante Jackson at slot corner, please.
we've been like doing
the adult things.
Careful there.
no, what's the word here? Like
Anal.
nonchalant.
Nope.
Like nonchalant, candid intros.
Yeah.
We start doing that with outros as well.
They never know when we're gonna end it.
Huh?
That's crazy.
Did we just end it?
I didn't.
I
I'm
don't
still
know.
recording.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, you could record forever.
We could just go to bed and you